Hello everybody and welcome to Sonic Adventure 2 Dark Side. My name is Scarface King, joined once again by Mr. Teacups.
Hello friends.
Today we're going to be talking about a load of nonsense while we play a game that we played a lot. As usual. The main reason I got Terry in the booth, I said I wanted to record something, was after we found out that sadly Stardust Shooters will be shutting down in April. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Shooters, which is a game that I think I kind of wish we'd done more content on. I guess I kind of wish I'd done more content on. We only really did pulls on it,
like everything.
Well, like everything, yeah. But I think it was a good game. I think it was like genuinely a good game. Maybe I didn't take quite as much time as I should have to like learn all the mechanics and stuff, but I like to do my pause videos on it. I thought the artworks were god tier.
Yeah.
And it's really a shame to see it go.
It's like I never understood how the game worked. Like even when I pulled all the good characters and I thought I was doing it right, I would still lose the easier stages.
You had to use the pogs, bro. You had to use the pogs.
The pogs. Oh yeah, you had to like equip every character with like other stuff in you. I was like, oh, I was baffed.
It was like once I'd learned that like I could equip a certain version of Shigechi to my to like any yellow unit or white unit, whatever they're called, and just absolutely trash any early stage of it. I was like, yes, I am good at this game.
Yeah, because it gave like each pog, like if you tapped it, then it like hit everything on the board type of thing.
Yeah,
I remember now.
It's so good, bro. It's so good.
Yeah, I do admit it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was definitely, I don't know, the best pog game out there. I don't really like pog games, so I rate it.
No, I died on the first level.
That's just bad, man. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, I think the thing for me is just like I've noticed Bandai don't really give a fuck about their gacha games. And I'm not saying gacha games are like this, like, oh, it's super amazing, awesome. It's like the best medium for games or whatever. I mean, it's not. It's money-grabbing garbage.
Yeah.
But I enjoy the money-grabbing garbage sometimes, you know. I will only really spend money on a game if I genuinely enjoy it. For OPTC.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And, you know, I think the thing is, it's not the first time they've fucked up a huge IP, like JoJo, like Naruto, like every series in Weekly Shonen Jump.
Yes.
They've fucked up what could have been an absolutely amazing money-making opportunity, and also opportunity to provide some good content to the fans. And like everyone that's like played that game is just like, oh well, I've lost all my time and money.
Yeah, because it's been out for what, like 6 years, didn't it hit?
Yeah, it was like I think coming up on the 7th anniversary.
Oh my. Oh, okay.
It would have been like soon, I think.
Oh my. That's actually, oh my. That's pretty bad.
And like I know these things can't last forever, and it was in a peculiar position where it was like anime only stuff. So even though JoJo has so much more content, they were limited to the anime content. We have no confirmation on when Part 6 is going to be getting an anime. I assume it will, because, you know, it's quite popular, but, you know, if you don't know, you don't know. So they probably had no certainty on what they were going to be able to do in the future with the game, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely. See, things I never really played it for a while because I think I lost my account like 2 years ago. Because I can't, because like all the code system. Then when I moved like PC and that, my account went, and I was like, oh damn, I don't really want to do that all over again.
Yeah, I think these gacha games really don't have very good pairing systems generally. I do prefer the code system to what what Jump Booty does, where linking it to line, because it's very specific the way you've got to do it, because if you fuck it up, you'll overwrite your account and all this shit. I think the best way to do it is the SNS link with like Facebook.
Yeah.
I know Line is an SNS link, but the Facebook one or the Twitter one or whatever. On Dokkan, never lost my account. On OPTC, never lost my account, except for like one of my old accounts I didn't link up properly. And What other game? Bleach. I linked it to K-Lab. I've never had to think about losing it again.
Yeah, fair.
So, like, why not just do it that way? Why you gotta be complicated? I know the game. Don't get me wrong. Jumpooty's made by Line, so I get that they kind of have to use their own system, but yeah, I don't like systems like that. The code system as well. Like, although I haven't had that many problems with it, I also found a few times where I thought I'd lost my account. I just found a screenshot somewhere. And I was just like, oh shit, I can actually just look up.
Yeah, because like I was going through all my PC files, like, oh, did I take a screenshot of that? Did I take? And I was like, oh, I found a really old one that didn't work. So I was like, well, not playing JoJo over again.
Yeah, like I had the issue where I was going away for like my sister's wedding. This was ages ago, and we were going to be gone for like a while. And I was like, look, I've got a tablet here. It's a shitty tablet, but I've got a tablet here. I'ma just go put all my gacha games on that, and then we'll see what happens. Because I don't know what games I'm gonna be able to play. I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do. What we're gonna be up to. I know people will say like, oh, it's like a wedding. You're supposed to be doing wedding stuff. It's like, yeah, nah, not really though. So I was downloading all the gacha games I could. And JoJo, I straight up, like, I accidentally deleted it off my phone when I thought I'd passed it across. I was like, oh shit, it's gone. And I thought I was fucked. And then I found this screenshot on an emulator from, like, fucking 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
It still worked. The password still worked.
That's fair.
Which admittedly does leave you open to someone stealing your account. But
True.
In that particular instance, I was like, yes, my G.
I could be JoJo every day now.
I could do it. I could be one of the boys.
Well, how big was that community in the end? That was probably like 5 people.
I think, the thing is, they had a dedicated fan base, but it's the same situation with a lot of gacha games that aren't Dokkan or OPTC. You've got your dedicated fan base. You've got people that are actively working to keep the community alive, but the game is what it is at the end of the day. JoJo is so restricted by saying you can only do anime-only stuff. People were craving Part 6, Part 7, Part 8. Plus, you gotta remember they had stuff like, what's that game called? Eyes of Heaven or whatever?
Yeah.
And they had like Over Heaven Dio and stuff like that. Like you could have done so much crossover content with the different parts as well. You could have had like father and daughter Jolene and Jotaro, stuff like that. All these things that just aren't going to happen now, and it's a shame. But I don't know why they've limited themselves like that. Same situation with Naruto, no Boruto content.
True.
So why not? I don't know. Boruto has an anime as well, so I don't know what the excuse is there.
Like, yeah, I think that was the thing with the JoJo game. It's like, oh yeah, what's the new banner this week? Oh, it's another Josuke or Jotaro. Oh, it's another Dio. It's like, even when like I remember they released Giorno for the first time, that was bare hype. Within like what 2 months, there's like 3 other versions of him. It's like, oh,
Jotaro 2, Josuke, Giorno 5.
It's like, oh, cool. It's kind of like the Luffy problem in One Piece. You just can't really get hype.
Yeah, but I think the issue is you have so many versions of Luffy, but One Piece is so long that it's like, okay,
many versions.
You got version 2 Luffy, but it's like this one's the Gear 2, this one's Gear 3, this one's Gear 4, whatever. And then with JoJo, it's like you can do different versions, but you are somewhat restricted.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, you don't really get Super Saiyan 1 Josuke or Super Saiyan 2 Josuke.
Yeah. I mean, they could do shit like that, I guess.
Where are you on the
Not like, oh, I'm on the crystal bit.
Oh damn.
Hey, where are you?
I just beat the boss with Shadow.
Okay, you're just behind me then. They could have done like more creative versions of the characters, I guess, like if they wanted to get into not fan content, but like Dragon Ball Heroes, you know what they do? Where it's like Super Saiyan 4 Gohan.
Oh, okay,
Super Saiyan 5 Krillin or whatever. It's
okay, yeah.
They could have got a bit more creative. Maybe had like a Jotaro that used Hamon.
Oh wait, like a Joseph with a stand or young Joseph with a stand.
Young Joseph with a stand. They might have actually done that. I'm not sure. But
what about like Jonathan with a stand? Then maybe
Jonathan with a stand or something like that. Like they could have, They could have pushed the boat out. I don't know how fans of the game would have felt about that, but it's a shame it's died. And also, I do feel like a lot of the time, the things that hold the game back aren't necessarily content drops. Like, it's not necessarily going to be the characters, though that does help. I think normally it's the game, like the game modes that are available, the new stages and stuff. If it gets too repetitive, people lose interest. That is, you know.
I can't remember much of it. Like, I just remember it being really goddamn hard.
It got hard, but I think it's one of them ones where if you learn what you're doing, it's going to be a lot easier.
Yeah, if you're not me.
But if you don't take the time, then well, I mean, OPTC is one of them ones where it's like the early stages are easy, but if you go into some of the harder stages and you haven't like read a guide or read what the characters do at least, then
yeah, you're just gonna die over and over again, kind of hitting that brick wall. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, I'm disappointed. Disappointed to see it go. I was disappointed to see Blazing go as well. But again, I'd stopped playing Blazing, so clearly I wasn't really
supporting it.
You know, not even a matter of supporting it. I wasn't engaged by it. You know.
Okay. Like, I wanted to do like a final video on that game, and I forgot about it. Does that work? And I'm like, oh yeah, Blazing's shutting down in a couple of hours. Like, oh.
Oh well, goodbye.
It was a proper sad ending. It was like, damn, I generally liked that game. And it was just gone. Just straight just gone. And it was all the developers' fault.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like the support wasn't really there. Also, like, I know this is such a nitpick, really, but the people would always say, like, what do you mean it's hard to be like free to play on this game? You just have to do the daily mission every day, and then you get all the. And it's like, bro, on OPTC you can just turn up for like a month, and you'll have plenty of gems. You'll have plenty of gems. On Blazing, it's like, what, you didn't play every day?
Yeah.
One ninja pearl per month.
Yeah, like with One Piece, you'll at least probably get at least one gem for login. Like Naruto is like one gem every 5 days for login.
Well, that used to be the meme on OPTC. It was like every new campaign they announced, the first thing they announced was like, log in every day and receive one rainbow gem. And it's like, ha ha ha, very funny. Like, they give that every day anyway. But if you're on Blazing, you didn't get that every day.
Please, sir.
You didn't get shit.
Yeah, true. Like, they would give you the gem for the stages and that if you did all like the challenges and that, but...
I think that's a really cool idea. But I think sometimes it was a bit like, okay, well, I've beaten all these stages, now I have nothing.
Yeah, I think that was the main problem of the game. Like, even after all that time, I was logging in, and I still didn't have new stuff to do, and I barely played the game.
It's like, oh, cool. If I clear like just like 3 more of these challenge stages, then I'll have enough pearls. And then you look at the challenge stages, like, there are none.
Where's the content? Oh, this is a PNG simulator. Sharp.
Well, like, look, I mean, all those games are like that, and I've made my peace with that. But like, if that's the case, surely it's not that hard to stick a level together. Yeah,
true. Like, give me something to run with my like 7-star Naruto. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think a lot of people have pointed this out. The end of a lot of these games, I don't think it was really the case with starter shooters so much, but definitely with Blazing. PvP, when it started to become like the thing in the game, like the main content of the game, it's like, oh, make sure you've done your ninja whatever the fuck, and you've got all your goodies from that, and then we'll reset it and you can do the same thing again. Like, when it got to that point, I think maybe a lot of people lost interest, but also they had no content to run except PvP, so it's bare dead.
Yeah, true. You know, you kind of alienate a lot of people, because I don't really prefer PvP in a lot of games. I just like doing story, doing events and shit like that. And Blazing, I don't think ever once updated his story. Like, when was the last time?
I think somebody said they did some story updates, and then they like skipped ahead a bit, and then they were like, nah, that's enough.
No more for you. But buy our pearls, buy Naruto. There you go. You're just pretty artwork.
That's dumb as well, because it's like look, Jumputi got loads of negative feedback about not adding more story, and they were like, all right, well, add more story then. Like, how hard is it to just be like, okay, do that then. We'll add some story, we'll add some pearls, it's a good time.
Yeah. You've already got the assets, just mold them into a couple of stages and that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you've already done all these bosses, you've already given us a million versions of Naruto and Sasuke for every situation. How hard can it be to turn that into a stage?
Yeah, true. You got all the Akatsuki already mapped out, because they only got up to what was it, Shikamaru versus Hiden and the other guy. They already had all the other models for all of them. They could just throw them in easy for a stage.
You don't. I like that fight. That's a cool fight. You don't have to stop there.
There's still a way to go.
There's still lots more to do. I remember one of the like emergency missions I came back and farmed. I think they were emergency missions. I can't remember what anniversary it was for, but I needed the pearls, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna max one of these just so I have a 99 luck unit available to me. Complete some missions, whatever, good times. And it was the like Asuma Sensei, the like Edo Tensei one.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, cool. I like Asuma Sensei, so this is awesome. And I'm grinding it. I'm like, oh, this is kind of boring, whatever. But I've done it. And then I realized like that's one of the like easiest stages to grind in the game. And I'm like, oh, oh no, like you're telling me people are grinding way harder than that. And then it's to get some shitty reward that like doesn't even really do much for them because the luck system weren't even all that.
It had problems.
It had problems. Like every gacha game has problems. Like if you can't see that, you're lost. But I think Naruto had really high potential. Like, say for example, we played a game, Kengeki Kenran.
Oh hell yeah!
Rurouni Kenshin game. That was probably top 2 worst gacha games I've played in my entire life. It made me want to scratch my eyeballs out. The only games that come close are
Genshin Impact.
The Hajime no Ippo game, which I was disappointed to see is absolute garbage, and the old Yu Yu Hakusho game that came out before Magi Battle, that was a browser game that you didn't even really play. You just click buttons. And it just
like all these gacha games.
Yeah, but it was like a flash game.
What about the big one in the room, Ori Collection 2?
Ori Collection 2 is a mess, but in Ori Collection 2's defense, and you'll rarely hear me say this, it was at least a game.
Damn.
They at least put a game out. The game might not have been good, but they at least put a game out, and some people could enjoy it. People that really enjoy PvP, good for you, man. Good, have fun. But for me, it's a nah from me. It's a nah.
I can't remember much about Kengeki Kenran. I just remember it had like unlimited stamina.
It was like the pull rate was so unbelievably, abysmally low, and you weren't pulling for characters, you were pulling for
like
scenes
moves
or special attacks. Or
okay, yeah. Oh damn! I'm getting a Vietnam flashback.
I just remember being so like fucking frustrated because I was like, yo, a Kenshin game, this is gonna be dope, this is gonna be so cool. And I was like, oh, you don't pull for characters. And I was like, oh, I don't really like games like that, but
yeah,
we'll give it a go. And I started playing, I'm like, so bad. Why is it so bad?
Why did you do this? What market research did you do? None?
That's what it felt like. It felt like they did none.
Yeah, it's like, it was like with like Thousand Storm. Like I thought Thousand Storm was okay, but then when you pulled for like the scenes, and I was like, no, never playing this again.
Nah, not for me. And in general, I'm not a big fan of the 3D games. I think some of them are good, but when you find yourself comparing them to like, say for example, Legends, you look at how good Legends looks, and then look at how toxic the fucking community's become. Just because of how the game's just like not really been handled that well, and it's become so pay to win.
Yeah, with PvP, like everything's PvP on that game.
There's PvP on all the games now.
Well, yeah, true. You gotta get. Well, that's the thing. They look for the Japanese wows that want to be #1, so they farm them for money.
Yeah, but listen. I am totally fine with that, but it's got to be the way you've got to do it is like this. If you're really good and you do really well, you are rewarded with rewards. You get like gems, or you get like extra materials for in-game, or you get like whatever. But don't lock stuff behind that content. Don't make it so that it's like, you can't complete this character without being an absolute mega whale. Because then people get pissed off because it'll be their favorite character and they can't max them out and they're like, well, shit, I guess I've got to get good at PvP. How do I get good at PvP? I'll spend shitloads of money.
Yeah, true.
And then you just end up going down this fucking hole. It's like, it's not fair.
Yeah.
I know these games aren't supposed to be fair. Don't get me wrong.
Life's not fair.
You just wish that, like, I keep going back to Jumpu, but it's the game I know. It's the game I play the most. Like, they recently added Athena from Saint Seiya, and she was the equivalent of a legend on the Taiwan server. On the Japan server, she's a special PvP exclusive, which most of the Saint Seiya fans are particularly happy about. She is the first... Oh shit, I'm dead. Oh, maybe I'm not dead. She's the first PvP character to be that expensive. The normal PvP characters start at about 2,000 medals, and they go up to a maximum price of 2,000 medals, or 12,000 medals. And she starts at 22,000, and every copy is 22,000.
Ah.
So she is expensive to an unholy degree. And she's good, but she's not as good as she was on the Taiwan server because it was a legend on the Taiwan server, you know. So a lot of people are a bit like torn about it, but the one thing I will say is like she's gonna be available for ages. And even if you're bad at PvP, you still get medals. So you'll get at least one copy eventually. Like maxing her out might be tricky. And I think, you know, I still think it's possible to max her out while being bad at PvP.
Just keep farming.
Like, I'm not particularly good. I know I've got quite good units, but I'm not good at it. So I do feel like it's not as bad as maybe some of the other games' implementation of PvP. I would say OPTC, when I've tried to play like PvP but also treasure map, I just get irrationally angry.
Yeah,
I just don't want to play.
Because like all the new units, so when you pull them for like obviously get there, like what's that thing called, the next level of limit break, you have to do treasure map for it, and you have to place in the top one, and it's like I'm still in the bottom tier, so like I got to actually take 2 like treasure maps seriously and get promoted. It's like, nah, I ain't about that life.
It's like if you pull like the green Rayleigh or whatever, it's like, oh, he can actually be quite a good unit. All you got to do is get the key. It's like, oh, how'd you get the key? It's like, oh, you just got to be like one of the best 20,000 players in the world.
Yeah, literally have no life.
I'm stupid.
I don't have the time for that. I literally worked during that time.
And it's like, oh, well, then he's garbage. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, how often have you been playing OPTC?
Not that much anymore, I gotta be honest. Not that much anymore.
Yeah, since the great downfall of Odin and Roger, it's kind of like, what's that game called?
I mean, I saw they've got like a Ace and a Kainu coming, like a versus unit.
Okay.
Cool idea. Not necessary. Idea of pulling for that. I don't have any gems though, so probably not. I don't know. I think OPTC became a bit too complicated for me. But again, that is a perspective thing. It's like where you're coming at the game from. Because Jumpu is probably too complicated for a lot of people. Like, I know it's a bubble popping game, but which stages should I farm and which characters should I be trying to max and all this shit? There's so many. You don't know where to start. You don't know who to do. Like, I get that. But I feel like at OPTC, I've got like a good like 4 or 5 years of playing the game properly. And then it's like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Jumputi's an advanced bubble popping game.
Well, I mean, Dokkan is really straightforward still to this day.
Oh, Dokkan. Don't even get me started on Dokkan. Like, I actually pulled the new anniversary units, like the Goku and the Vegeta. And for some reason, I don't know why I wanted to hurt myself, I decided to LR them. So I literally have probably one of the best teams in the game. I got a full LR team. Actually, a couple of my LRs in the team are nearly fully rainbowed. Yeah, I don't want to play the game. Like the team just minces anything. It's literally just press button, win. It's like, I don't know, like Dokkan is just not fun. I've never found it fun.
Oh really? I've actually been like sort of the opposite. Like I get what you're saying, I totally do. But there's been times where I've been playing, I've been like, you know, I made this super cool, awesome. Like I remember when I made the LR.
Oh, you did the artwork thing.
Gohan, Super Saiyan 2.
Okay.
Oh
yeah.
wait, what are you talking about?
Oh wait, what's that? Oh, that was Ori Collection where you did the mock-ups. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. Like the when I got the LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the blue one.
Yeah.
I like fully maxed him out and I made a team around him and that. I felt like a god. I was like, yo, I can do this, and oh shit, he's transformed and all this shit. And it was gas. But every so often it was just like, yeah, I guess I can kind of pretty much beat anything except the stages that are so hard that I can't even come close to beating them.
That's fair.
And I can't be asked.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what it is with that game. It's like there's no story. It hasn't been updated for 4 or 5 years, and obviously the event stuff is like you got Super Battle Road, which it's a bit of a challenge. But like the new events and it's like never really anything to do. Okay, just go pull for Goku, and there's nothing to really use him for. But he just destroys everything.
I mean, I think it's every gacha game kind of like you're gonna have your preferences, and if they don't hit like the game modes you like the hardest, it's just not gonna sit well with you.
Yeah, fair.
That was the issue. The main issue with the Ori 2 thing was like, you know, Ori 1 didn't do a lot of content. Oh my god, the fucking robot dude died.
Oh no.
The little helper dude, he just fucking exploded. Okay,
did you kill him?
No, he got hit by one of those like things that come down and land on your head.
Gravity?
Yeah, he got killed by gravity. But yeah, I think with Ori Collection 2, PvP and the like the story mode was bad there and all this shit. Meanwhile, Ori Collection 1, admittedly they had a content problem because it wasn't coming out quick enough.
Yep.
But the content they did have, I loved events like that.
Okay.
Even the more challenging ones like were really awesome, but I don't know, it just died.
I guess, yeah, it's also how the gameplay is as well. Like, I like the Ori Collection 1 gameplay. I felt like I had a thing. With Dokkan,
yeah.
I've never used a support item. I don't have to. I can press any bubble and like, because of all the like the links for the Super Saiyan Kamehameha, I always get at least a special off. And because it's always maxed out, I'm just going to kill whatever it is. It's just, it is literally a bit too easy at the top level. Don't get me wrong. I like that Dokkan is generous. You know, one SSI every multi. Yeah, we're blessed. The rates are generally good. But you pull these new units, you just win. Like you have no, until like the next anniversary, you don't really care to pull anything else.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't end up getting Genshin Impact rates.
Well, I mean, yeah, Genshin Impact is one for me where it's like the game is so well made. It is definitely a game you would say could have been like an actual
game,
legitimate release. It didn't have to be a gacha game. My issue is the gacha just makes me want to die, and I don't know. It got kind of, the story and shit got kind of boring for me.
Yeah, I'm just set for my primos.
I think it's one of those things where you got to really get into it. If you're gonna be one of these streamers that's like going hard on it, you just gotta embrace the story. You gotta be like, oh, they've introduced this new character. Can't wait for him to be added to the gacha and all this shit. And if you don't, it's like,
yeah, it's either you go hard or you ain't even going home. Like, yeah, like you see like pretty much everybody streaming it. They're doing like 10-hour streams. If you see Sekapoko and how many accounts he has, holy fuck! I think he runs 4 accounts. 3 of them level 55, and it's just like, oh, okay. What is a life?
Yeah, I couldn't do that for myself.
But it's like, also, it's like, how do I put it? You know, pull content? Obviously, back in the day, you could get away with doing like 10 single pulls for a whole video. And then like gradually went up to like, oh yeah, free multis. On Genshin Impact, if you don't spend at least a minimum of £1,000, they're like, this ain't even a pull video, fam. What are you doing? I see some of them, like, I think his name's like Tenha. Like, okay-ish content. But his videos, he, like, say when a new character comes out, he pulls until he fully maxes it. And for me, I'm just like, that's not really even, how do I put it? It's not really like energetic content because you know what he's gonna do. It's not like he's doing like, oh yeah, I'm doing 10 multis. I might get this, I might not. So I'm getting everything. It's like, oh, okay, fair enough. But I guess some people like that. It's not really for me. But it's really, really hard to stand out in that community because unless you proper nerd it with like, the statistics for like building and stuff, you ain't gonna get any views.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's the way it is with I think a lot of games. To actually stand out, you've got to have content that like
people want to watch.
Well, that's like, it's either going to help people, or it's got to be like entertaining in a certain way. Like you can't just toss content out like maybe you can with some of the other games. There's definitely some games in the past where like the content was so low effort, it was just like literally reading off the Reddit or just like, oh, here's how you beat this stage, and then they just walk out with like the best team in the game. They wouldn't talk about any of the strategy or anything. They'd be like, there you go, job done.
I see you talking about Atsu and OPTC.
No. I had a few people in mind there though. And one of the other things is like the whole thing of like people used to be like, oh yeah, this has got to be free to play, that's got to be free to play, whatever. I feel like Genshin, I mean, does it really have that? I mean, maybe I'm not.
If you play Genshin,
have you seen anyone like doing free to play guides?
There is like a couple of people doing it, but if you play Genshin Impact free to play, you are gonna be bored out of your mind. Like they literally you have like 4 or 5 characters, something like that, free to play. Yeah, like don't do that to yourself. But there are people that do that content. There are people that want to hurt themselves because arguably the free to play characters are probably the worst in the game. So you are going to struggle. You are going to I think Amber is objectively the worst character in the game, and there is a streamer that just mains Amber. There's like, okay, bro, you like to hurt yourself, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I like the game. I just don't like the rates. I don't like that everybody's like, yeah, you gotta go for elite. Like all my 5 stars, like Adele pulled me a 5-star, but myself, when it comes to pulling, I've never pulled a 5-star outside of the pity system. So I don't get hyped when I'm doing pulls because I just see the same shit over and over again. Because it's I think it's 0.6% or 0.5 for a 5-star or something like that. So if you do a single, you got more chance to win a fucking lottery, man.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. Like, I know they've got a pity system on Genshin, but like I'm gonna be 100% real with you. The system on Jumputi is by far my favorite. I think it's why I've stayed with it for so long. It's why I've got so invested in it. The fact that if a character comes out and you really want them, you're like, this is a must-have. There's none of this like, oh, pity system, but you're going to the 5-star, you're going to the whatever. It's like, you hit a certain number of multis, you get this character. That's it. If I want, there's a new Toshiro coming out next week. I know I can get him. I might not have to go 9 multis, but if I have to go 9 multis, I will get him. And so you've got a point to save up for. Yeah. Whereas with Genshin, I don't know if they have banners like that. Maybe for older units. I don't know if they have that for new units. But if a new unit came out, how would you know you were going to get them?
I think there is like, I can't remember. I think it's a certain amount. I think it's over 10 though. And their 10 multis on their game is quite expensive. But I feel a lot of these like, how do you put it? 5 stars in Genshin, you have to get their dupes. You have to get like a C1, C2, whatever. Otherwise, they're just not really usable.
Do they have a system in Genshin where there's like a free-to-play way to get their constellation?
Oh, at the moment, you get the main character constellation through quests, but everybody else, no.
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. Like on the games that like allow you like the equivalent of a dupe with like some kind of in-game item, that's the games I like. And Blazing had that. Unfortunately, all the content was completely fucked in that game. But, like the fact that it was like, look, if you know what you're doing, oh, let's pick the cat. If you know what you're doing, and like even if you want to be like maybe not free to play, but like you want to be frugal, you don't want to spend all your goodies straight away. You know, you want to try and make the most, get the most bang for your buck. You could save up, you could get a character guaranteed, and you can go, hey, I'll spend this on that character, you know.
True.
I'll get this special event item, and I will max out this character's skills because this character is important to me. Again, going back, I hate doing this. Going back to Jumputi, we have jewels in Jumputi. I can max out when Toshiro comes out. I can get him to max skill. with the jewels that I have saved up. I could have used those on other characters, but I've specifically saved up the jewels for when a character I wanted came along, so I can get him guaranteed, and I can get the jewels on him, get him to max skill guaranteed. And if I didn't have the jewels, over time I could earn them in game. I could do it then.
Making that system sound more superior. I like it.
I just listen. I love that system so much, bro. I love it so much. It makes life so much easier. when a difficult stage comes along, you're like, oh, if I just had one more skill level, I could beat it. It's like, oh, I can have one more skill level. I don't need to pull another dude. I don't have to go another fucking 9 multis deep.
Yeah, that's fair. That's like, I think with Genshin at the moment, because it's still really new, they haven't got that many characters in the game. They've been a bit stingy. Hopefully in the future they will maybe bring something like that when they have more characters. Hopefully bring better rates, so that would be nice as well. We'll see. Like, I do remember that system in Naruto. I did like that system in Naruto. When I pulled one of the, what was it, Madara, and I was like, ooh, I could actually get some skills on him. Ooh, I don't have to pull him again. Yeah, not many gacha games do that. I'm trying to think. Like, One Piece to an extent, you can get the limit break material, but that game never really heavily relied on dupes. Dokkan, you can't do it anyway.
Dokkan, you can't do it with the dupes in the skill tree, but you can get the skill level up using the Elder Kais.
Yes, definitely.
Or like equivalent dupe characters with the same name or whatever.
Oh yeah, true.
Which I think, again, that's a good system. OPTC is like, there's the books for skill levels.
Yeah, the books skill levels.
But a lot of the other shit is like, nah.
Vibes.
But it's like, oh, you want to? No, sorry.
Yeah, you have to go, what, for at least one copy? It's what, like 30 multis deep or something?
Yeah, that's fucked, bro. Hey, you want to know a secret? You want to know a secret?
Damn.
7-star Naruto. Got him to max skill.
Oh.
Obviously, I pulled a few dupes, which helped. But I also had some of those crystals saved up. That video is our most viewed video on our channel.
Shout out.
And I never used him. I never played the game again after that. I never even like loaded it up, really. I just finished him off. I was like, cool. And then that was it.
That's actually kind of
sad. I used him, I think, as a 6-star or as a 5-star or whatever. But once I got the materials I needed to finish him, I was done.
Damn. Damn, that's kind of sad. Like,
it's sad because like there wasn't a lot of content that interested me. So once I'd done the anniversary stuff, I was like, cool, now what?
Yeah, true. So you got a new car, but there's no roads left in the world to drive on. So, oh.
Yeah, it's like, well, fuck. Like, fuck it then.
Oh, where the hell is this key? Where the hell is this key? Don't shoot me! Oh, my brain is so jelly on these stages, man. Alright, what else do you think is going to shut down this year?
I think Dokkan and OPTC are fucking immortal at this point. Like, the only way they'll shut down, I mean, they'll all shut down eventually, but the only way they're shutting down anytime soon is if, like, I don't know, devs die.
Legal issues, maybe.
Legal issues, maybe. Like, I can't think of a situation where they're like, no, I don't like money. People are spending so much money on that game. And I know a few, like, YouTube, like, personalities and stuff have just been like, fuck OPTC, can't be bothered anymore. Fuck Dokkan, can't be bothered anymore. But the community is so huge at this point. Them leaving hasn't made that much difference. Yeah,
true. You'll always be replaced. And those games are constantly just going to keep growing and new people anyway and replace the old ones, so it'll be fine. And obviously, if you're a new person coming into like OPTC or Dokkan, you're generally going to have quite a bit of content for a while.
That's it. That's exactly right. And it's like, I think some of these games have quite good, not how you get that, okay. I think some of these games have quite good systems for like beginners. Like on Dokkan, you get like thrown a load of dragon stones. There's loads of stages you clear, get loads of dragon stones. And Bleach actually has a great one. Brave Souls, it's like every character you max, you get a certain amount of orbs, and it's like when you start, you can have so many you can max. So it's gonna feel like you can be free to play forever.
Oh, you can't, that's the goal.
But it's gonna feel like it.
Yeah, true. Entice you.
Well, I mean, that was the thing. When we used to play Brave Souls, I used to say like, one of our mates, Dazman. I used to say like, oh man, it feels like this game's so free to play friendly. It's like, yeah, until you get to the veteran part.
Yeah.
The veteran players have maxed all the characters, so the only way to get pearls is like new events, which give you basically nothing, or spend money.
I don't like that one.
No, especially because the sale packs on that game used to be fucking shite. They used to be so bad. You would never want to spend money on it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Brave Souls is cool. I mean, the artworks are cool. I don't play it no more, but
I bet you sign in.
I like the fact that they're on Steam now.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You can
Yeah.
play on your PC. That's pretty cool.
I don't know if I want to see. I don't know if I exposed myself to my Steam friends that I'm playing Brave Soul, man. I feel embarrassed. I'd rather play one of those hentai games you sent me.
Fuck, I've actually died on the... No!
I can't find this goddamn fucking key!
Yeah, I don't know. I've played some shite, so... if they saw me play Brave Souls, I don't suppose it would matter. But, there's loads of fucking, like, gacha games that aren't trying that hard to innovate. And I think if you're Dokkan, if you're OPTC, it doesn't matter. But Brave Souls, it's not made by Bandai, you know, it's made by K-Lab, and it's like, you know, there was every chance they could have got to a point where it was too repetitive. And I think some of the times they release new characters, and I'm like, don't we already have that art?
Ichigo.
Don't we already have that? Ichigo again? Or whatever. But it's not even Ichigo, it's like more obscure characters than that. I think they've done a good job with seasonals. I think they've done a good job with introducing Can't Fear Your Own World and 1,000-Year Blood War. I think the artworks are dope. I mean, they're putting a shift in, to be fair to them.
That's fair. That's fair. My brain is really, like, slow right now. I'm trying to beat this rogue level and I can't find the last goddamn key.
I'm on a rogue level as well.
Oh, you're probably like the one ahead of me.
It's not rogue, it's Rouge, isn't it?
Rouge, the bat! Stupid sexy bat.
What the fuck is this thing? Battery. Here's probably the answer, right? I remember this stage is the absolute worst cancer AIDS, so hopefully...
Which stage is that, Robert?
Rouge the Bat.
I like the music. And Knuckles music, you know, that's some gangster rap back in the day.
Oh yeah, Knuckles is the best.
Still love that Biggie Smalls remix over the Pumpkin Hill music. That's a fatty.
Shut up, dude, I'm trying.
Are you watching the cutscenes or are you skipping them?
Skipping them, bro.
Damn, I'm actually getting the lore in here.
Dark room.
I'm in Lost Colony right now, stage 6. Oh fuck, another Eggman level? I think I've only had one Shadow level so far. Come on now. I need the Hedgehog. Eggman and Towers levels, I know we say it every time we play this game, they can fuck off.
Oh, my timer went back up a little bit, awesome.
Nice, nice.
Went my way back up there.
One gacha game I wanted to play this year was My Hero Academia, the Chinese one, but I need a Chinese phone number.
Oh, really? Do you?
Yeah, you need some fucking weird shit to log into it. They're probably gonna check your social security status or something.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really care. I think it looked interesting, but like in the same way that say Smash Tap or Smash Rising or whatever might have, and in the end, didn't particularly enjoy either. I thought Smash Tap was better than Smash Rising, though.
Yes. Yeah, and I didn't really like Smash Tap either. Yeah, that's fair. Smash Rising. What did you even pull for a Smash Rising? Wasn't it scenes again?
No, it was a mix. They had characters, but they also had scenes. But you kind of had to pull for scenes.
Oh yeah, to make them usable. Okay, yeah, fair. Oh, it's a wonder why that game failed.
Yeah, I'm not fan of that system at all. And also, for me personally, like the 3D, the move to 3D. Like I know Smash that was already 3D, but they took some of the artworks and made like 3D artworks, and I thought that looked like shite.
Yeah, I can't really remember. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, because they basically made a clone of that Tokyo Ghoul RE game. But yeah, where you press the moves and shit. Yeah, yeah. It did look ugly. Rest in peace for another shit game that died.
Yeah.
Rest in peace developers that ain't doing market research. Just copy 7 Deadly Sins and you win.
Bro, Grand Cross is popping.
I don't know why, because they keep, like, it's like the only hype banners for them is like, oh yeah, we got another Escanor.
Bro, did you hear about Escanor the 1? How about Escanor the 2?
Literally, that's it. It's like with that game, though, if I see Esco, it's like, yo, that's a bang, that's a bang. But it's when they try and hype up, like, yo, we got a king. It's like, don't at me. I ain't fucking spending, I ain't spending money for a fucking king.
It's like, we got the fat one. It's like,
yeah,
but why?
Yeah, I know. It's like, bro, no thank you, no thank you. Even like Diane as well. It's like, I ain't no simp.
Bro, it's like, look, 7 Deadly Sins, like, you know what that game's about. You know what that series is about. But, look, when you're trying to do hype banners and stuff, let's be real. Those crossover ones they've been doing, like Attack on Titan, shit like that, that's popping.
Yeah, that's good.
OPTC, when it did its crossover with Dokkan, people were fucking frothing at the mouth. And then
Never again.
They could just do it with all kinds of series, and OPTC just ain't doing shit.
Yeah, no, straight up. I think we talked about this last time. I can't remember if that was a fake or somebody found in the files that there was going to be a Stranger crossover.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, that's it. Stranger Cross. Oh fuck, Stranger Thing. That'd be mad.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'll take anything new.
It was probably just a mock-up or whatever, I don't know, but if it is real, that's dope. I just think, like, when you have the ability to do that shit, you should, and I'm so surprised, A, OPTC and Dokkan never went at it again, B, that they never did Naruto and OPTC, or Dokkan and Naruto or whatever, and C, that, like, they just kind of completely, not only abandoned the idea, but abandoned the idea of, like, doing anything interesting with it. Like, yeah. With,
yeah.
Like with the OPTC Dokkan crossover, you had like, was it like Luffy? No, it was Doflamingo on Dokkan, and it was Frieza on OPTC, right?
Yeah, yeah, and you had to beat him, yeah.
And you had to beat him, but you just got a version of Luffy on OPTC and a version of Goku Dokkan.
Yeah,
they weren't even like you were getting anything that was like exclusive to this crossover. Well, I mean, it was exclusive character, but it weren't like I could get a Luffy. I can't get a Goku.
I get plenty of Gokus.
I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, it's like if Grand Cross like suddenly announced a collab with Berserk, and you could pull Guts or Griffith and that, I would get them to C6. I'd spend some of money.
I'd be straight back on the game immediately.
I'd actually play it because they're characters that actually interest me. Oh look, Big the Cat. Oh damn. Yo, what's the company that do it? Is it Netmarble? Yo, Netmarble, I know you watch our videos. Give us a Berserk crossover. Or a Chainsaw Man.
I could be wrong, but I think all the crossovers they had have been from the same magazine so far.
What do they have? Attack on Titan, King of Fires.
King of Fires is something completely different. But that's not a manga anyway.
Like
but I was wondering if with the manga it could be like publishing rights to deal with or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the case, but I think it's a possibility.
Definitely. Oh, damn, man. Oh, I got myself hyped.
Yeah, a Berserk crossover with Bang. We played that one game.
Just for that.
What was it? It was like Kurakishi Toshiro no Mao or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like just for Berserk. That one event, and that game stunk, bro. That game fucking stunk.
Oh, look nice.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm still buying that Discord.
Like, yeah. If let's say Jamputi or whatever can't do a crossover with Shaman King because Kodansha have got the rights now. If you're one of the other games and you want to jump on a Shaman King crossover because fucking Puzzle X Dragons and all these have done it. If you're like, imagine like one of these series from Shonen Jump that used to be in Shonen Jump and now with another magazine, they do a collab with Grand Cross. That would bang! That would fucking bang!
Oh yeah, no. if Naruto Noah, you know, we shut down our gacha game, but we're gonna do a crossover with Grand Cross. Bang.
Oh yeah. Well, that ain't gonna happen, but it would be.
Oh yeah, fucking Bunny. Probably the most successful Naruto game out there.
Yeah, the other Naruto games didn't interest me either.
I tried I think it's called Slugfest, bruh. That's all I gotta say, bruh. I think I downloaded Tribes and I didn't ever bother to open it up.
Wow.
So that shows you my enthusiasm about that game.
I mean, I noticed all the like Bandai Hunter x Hunter games died out. Like they had Battle All Stars that was like a banger and like the best artworks going, but the gameplay was like, it weren't for me. It definitely weren't for me. But like the arts were on point. And then ever since they was just like, oh, how about instead of great art and shitty gameplay, we have mediocre art and shitty gameplay.
Damn, perfect combo.
No, I don't think I want that.
I don't think I will.
Download that. Although I downloaded a couple of them, I just didn't. I played maybe like a few days. That's enough to get one video out. And I was like, nah, that's enough for me.
Never again. Was there like any? I don't know. Have they announced any gacha games that work? Oh yeah, that I think we talked about last time. The Demon Slayer one. Other than that,
could be good. Could be good.
It's like a battle royale, isn't it? So I'm curious how that's gonna work.
I don't really know how it's gonna work. I mean, I've seen the PlayStation 4 gameplay for the Kimetsu no Yaiba game. It looks dope as shit. Again,
yeah.
it kind of looks like, oh, whatever, like Naruto, a clone of the Naruto Storm games or whatever, their fighting gameplay. It's like, yes, it kind of does, but also at the same time, just like model work and the art looks so good. It's like, actually,
this could actually be good.
Not sure I mind.
Interesting.
So if like, I'm not saying it's gonna look as good as the PS4 game, but if they had like the 3D models in that look amazing, the same way Legends and Grand Cross do for Kimetsu no Yaiba, that could slap.
That could be
the game. If they're open to like seasonals and crossovers and shit, that could slap. I'm excited because Bandai aren't doing it, from what I've heard. I could be wrong on that. I think Bandai originally, I could be dead wrong on this, but I think originally Bandai were announced to be doing these games, but then the PS4 stuff came out. It's like, it's not Bandai, and I don't think the gacha game's Bandai either. So if that is the case, I'm very happy because Bandai suck, bro.
Bandai hurt me too many times.
Accidentally kill any fucking like future deals. Not that we're gonna have any, but the thing is, the way they handle gacha games just really makes me sad. And some of the game, like what's the word, community managers, they are trying, especially on the global games. Just like, it just doesn't. OPTC and Dokkan are like their own beasts, but a lot of the games it's just like, no.
Oh, what was it with OPTC? Aren't they merging? Is it a Korean server, the French and the global all into one?
Oh really?
Yeah, I think that sounded like that. And everyone's like, yo, just put Japan in there as well, please. I thought it was kind of interesting. I feel like that's going to make the late game lag even more.
Yeah, they did improve the load times. I'll give them that. It's still a bit laggy, but, you know.
That's fair. That's fair. The game is, what, like 6 years old now, so...
You know.
So, I'm guessing you're ahead of me right now. I'm on,
well, I don't know, where are you?
I'm on Eggman on the air carrier.
Yes, I am ahead.
Damn. See, I should be skipping cutscenes. I gotta stop getting the lore for the fans.
I am skipping cutscenes. I don't know where I am.
It's a good story. You'll hear about Maria and the egg.
I'm on the driving level.
Oh, the best. They say that's inspiration for the Sonic and driving game.
Hey, you know?
Oh yeah, that came up in Trivia Triggs. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Speaking of games we've been playing, what have you been playing?
See, fuck, I can never remember what we talk about in these coffee frees. I don't remember what I chatted shit about last time. Cyberpunk was a thing. I mentioned it quickly. Handled very badly. Still very badly. That's it. I've been playing all the games I usually play. Because variety is not the spice of life. Genshin Impact every day. I'm slowly losing the will to live. Counter-Strike whenever I can. I still need to do the whole battle pass.
Good luck with that.
Citywood gifted me a bunch of games. I tried Sea of Thieves for the first ever time.
Oh yeah, any good?
It's not bad. Like, I remember when the game came out, it suffered from, well, probably every game's problem. It had no content. I remember the controversy about that. It's got content now. It is interesting. It's you literally are just a pirate. You sail to like areas, you get loot, you take on bosses and shit. It's kind of what you expect it to be. It's interesting. It's the type of game definitely would be way more fun with friends. So if you do it solo, it's kind of gay. It's not too bad. Not too bad. I kind of will give it a bit more of a go later on. It's also Citywood gifted me the game that's popping up right now. Van Heim.
Yeah.
And I don't really get the hype. Like, it's overwhelmingly positive on Steam. Like, I think like 95, 96%, maybe even a little bit higher. And technology-wise, it's a masterpiece, right? The game is under a gig. It's fucking crazy.
Right.
The space of this game. But it's essentially just your standard Minecraft, you know, survival grind game. And it's, bro, like I could get into those games after half an hour. I'm bored as fuck. I gave it a little bit more after an hour. I was still bored. 2 hours in, I was like, when does this, you know, I respect what this game is doing. Like, it's very well made for what it is. It's just bare boring, man. Like, it's just so fucking boring. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. If you played any survival game, you played that game. I also tried Rust again for the first time. Oh, actually, I know how long. The last time I signed into Rust was June 14th, 2014.
Okay.
Because like that's when I was like, oh, I just play Rust. All the other YouTube playing Rust. It's so good now. And that's just, you know, survival. You got to grind the gear, base raiding. If you're into that, you're into that. But it's a lot of hours of work for not a lot of gameplay. I guess it's just down to my self-diagnosed ADHD that I need to be constantly stimulated.
Yeah.
Like, unless it like proper, like COD, you know, if it keeps feeding to my dopamine like burst, great. If it doesn't, I struggle. And I literally just beat Towser and died at the same time. That's gay. Oh, what's the other game I played? Pokemon Sword. Is it Sword? Yeah, okay, so I don't know if I talked about this. I don't know if I talked about this last time, right? So Dell got me Pokemon Sword for Christmas, with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. And Mystery Dungeon was fine, it was already open, but it was in its case. And Pokemon Sword was sealed, right? So obviously I waited to Christmas Day, I unraveled it, opened it up, and there was no game cartridge in it. It was it was like duct tape rolled up to look like a game cartridge. And we were both just like, wait, what? I was like, wait, what? So I started looking at the case and shit, and obviously at the bottom on the plastic wrapping, you could see it in just slightly resealed. I was like, no. I was like, oh my god. So Dell obviously had to go through PayPal and I got the refund. Don't know if the actual seller scammed us off, because the seller said they bought it from someone else. So if they're telling the truth, they got scammed and we got scammed. So it's a scam cycle. Probably Atsu. But I've been playing Pokemon Sword, and it's the first Pokemon mainstream game. The last mainstream game I played was Black and White 2, Nuzlocke, with you on that series about 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Before that, Pokemon Emerald. So,
oh wow,
been a while. The thing is, I thought there'd be like loads of mad changes and shit. Barely any different, man. It's FIFA. Like, people complain about FIFA. I was like, what is this? It was really jarring because obviously, you know, Pokemon's like the biggest franchise globally. It makes so much P. And for me, it was really jarring that when I open the game up and you see the opening cutscene, it's completely silent. Like the character's talking, I can't remember his name. It's fully lip synced, but there's no voice acting come out of his mouth. It's just text on screen. I'm just like, that's so fucking lazy, bro. There's no voice acting in this game, and they took the time to like animate all this. It just set a really bad precedent for it, and I don't know. Like I liked it. It wasn't too bad. I like the Pokemon in a wild kind of thing. It's bare cute. but on Switch it runs like shit. And I don't really know. Like, it just felt like I've been there, done that, and I felt that was really bad, especially as the last time I played it was about 17 years ago.
Yeah, I suppose that's a big problem Nintendo has. It's like they can produce something that is genuinely a good game, but it's not a full price title.
Yeah.
Like another company would not charge full price for that, but it's just because it's Nintendo and it's got a Nintendo IP. It's like, pay the money.
Yeah, it definitely, when I'm playing it, it does feel like an indie game, like straight up. And obviously I know there's a whole controversy because they don't have the national decks or anything like that. I'm not too bothered because I haven't played any of the new ones, so I don't know any of the new Pokemon, whatever. But even just the designs, I chose the rabbit, the fire rabbit thing. That shit gives me nightmares, man. It's like a kid. It's got like a hoodie on. I'm like, wait, what? Are we enslaving children now? What is going on? Also, the story is just, I don't know. It's just a bit, I don't know if contrived is the right word. It's like, oh, look, that guy's brother is the top guy in the world, and suddenly this 10-year-old kid that's never had Pokemon before is suddenly beating all these gym lead. I'm like, right, you guys suck. Straight up. I don't know. It was, I guess it was nice to play Pokemon again. I guess it would be decent if I was a kid, but because I'm a full-grown male, it's probably not aimed at me anymore.
You know what it is, though? It's like when Apple releases a new iPhone. It's like, I can look at an iPhone and say, this is a good product.
Yeah.
But what we've had to do to get to this point, Apple has like had new features in the works for ages and intentionally not released them. And then they've like maybe taken out some features that you used to have to add in the new features and all this stuff. And it's like, this is still a good device, but you're charging way too much for it. And it's like, there are other options that give me more features that are like cheaper. And they're like, I'm not saying they're better. I'm just saying, like, why would I spend this much for a lesser experience? Especially when you think like with Pokemon and stuff like that. People make these crazy like fan mods, fan games and stuff, and Nintendo try and shut this shit down.
Yeah, fuck
it's
Nintendo.
Like when you see people playing the like randomizers and playing like special challenge modes and stuff, that's the peak of entertaining for those games. The speed runs and the crazy things that people are doing. Like, I don't really want to watch somebody do a playthrough of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like, you could just play it yourself, but then you play it yourself and you're like, okay. I mean, you know, I don't mind playing the game. I think it can be quite fun, but like, I lose interest quite quickly. It doesn't give me the same sort of like feeling that the old games did. Not that I'm getting all like, oh, wistful and nostalgic.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's just a case of when I was a kid, I didn't have anything else to play, so I just like, I'd play like Pokemon Red like a nutter. I'd play Pokemon Gold like a nutter. And I don't really have time for that shit anymore, so I hope that when these games do come out, like, they're engaging and we can just get on with life, you know?
Yeah, like, well, that was the thing with it as well, like, the fact it is definitely aimed at kids, because it was bare easy. Like, I don't know what it is, like, they give you, like, I guess it's because it's been out for, like, 2-3 years. Like, they gave me, like, a Pikachu in the mail, and I just beat everything with that Pikachu. Alright, fair enough. Not really no use for using the other monsters and that, but yeah, I get what you say. Like, you know what for me would be ultimate Pokemon game that I always wanted as a kid, and I always expected the games to be a game that followed the anime. That you'd go around as Ash Ketchum, Brock, and Misty, going through like the episodes and that, and going through scenarios and shit. But never ever got anywhere near that, and that always made me sad, even to this day. Feels bad, man.
I would say, like, a lot of the things they have released that have been, like, games for the extended world sort of thing. Like, they're perfectly good games, but it's like, I feel like they've missed a trick. Like, there's things they could have done that they didn't. And it's just like, you know, you've got all these, like, new, like, say, for example, in early Pokemon, you had, like, the GS Ball, you had, like, the Orange Islands, you had all this shit. Really cool ideas, and in the anime, some of them were explored, some of them weren't. But they were, like, at least introduced. And then it felt like the games were really reluctant to explore that shit. And it was just like, kind of lame.
Yeah, very lame, man. Lame. I want an episode.
Don't give me the same feeling.
I don't, yeah. Have they ever actually done anything with, like, Ash, like, as the main character in the game type of thing?
No.
Why? Poor little
I
Ash.
think that they just treat it as like the anime is the anime and the game's the game. Occasionally you'll have some sort of like overlap. Like maybe one of the characters will have, like I think a few times Red has had a team similar to Ash's.
Other than that, that's it.
It's not really like the same thing. It's not like the same. He's not treated as the same character. So.
Damn, I feel like they're missing a trick. Well, obviously, it's like, as you said, it's like Apple. They don't have to make many changes to sell, because I think Sword and Shield are the best-selling games on the Switch.
Yeah, and like it's a perfectly fine product. I mean, it has its problems for sure. It does feel like there's a few bits missing, and they did that with shit. Which one was it? I think it was
X and Y.
X and Y. I think it was X and Y, where there was just loads of areas that was just like, oh, cool. Like I can't wait to go see this part, and they never did anything with it.
Where did they bring in Dynamax in?
That was this generation.
Oh, really? So that's a new thing.
That's a new feature. So like they had in X and Y, they had Megas, and then in the following generation, Sun and Moon, they had Alolan forms. This game you would have got Gala forms.
Okay.
And then yeah, this game Dynamax and Gigantamax.
I don't really get the whole Dynamaxing thing, because it just felt like a win button.
Well, I mean, there's strategy to it. There is, of course, strategy to it, but you probably won't see much of that in the game unless you don't have a particularly good team.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
If your team's good, then it's not really going to matter. But if your team sucks, there might be times where it's like, oh, well, if I use it here, then I'm going to have the advantage over this guy.
Oh, yeah, like, okay, yeah. When you see, like, the people take it, yeah, okay, yeah. Most of the time, it's like, even if I got type disadvantage, like, Pikachu's Thunderbolt, I win. Oh, I'm still stuck on this goddamn Rouge level. I found it twice.
Yeah, same.
It's the stinkiest one. Like, it's a 5-minute time limit. That's actually so brutal. Okay. Other than that, oh, wait. Another Switch game I think I talked about. Hyrule Warriors, the Dynasty Warriors Zelda game.
Oh, yes.
Good, because I like Dynasty Warriors games. The thing is, it's probably not in the right place on the Switch, because it lags, man. Like, it's so, like, if you play co-op, it's basically unplayable in some areas. Like, in a normal game, it's not too bad. But you can see, like, obviously developers have tried their hardest, man. You know, it's like, the second, like, you kill something, it disappears. You have to, like, get rid of the props and stuff. The Switch just ain't powerful enough. But I like it. And I'm also kind of interested because they got a Persona 5 Dynasty Warriors game coming.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like, wait, what? I'm like, okay. And it's on the Switch as well. And I'm like, wait, what? That thing's gonna blow up.
Don't know how that's going to run. I think the only one I've played of those is Pirate Warriors, One Piece.
Oh, yeah, the Pirate. Okay, and, yeah.
Like, it was good. It didn't run very well on my PC, but that's because my PC was arse at the time. But, you know, it was good. It was interesting. It got maybe a bit repetitive, but, you know, as you unlock new characters, it was interesting.
Oh, okay. I'm going to foul this again. Feels bad, man. Shit, other than that, what else have I played on the Switch? Played Mario Galaxy for the first ever time.
Ooh.
Liked it. I actually liked it. Obviously it's not as nostalgic for me because of Sunshine, because I didn't play it when it came out. But I love the worlds thing, actually. Going around the different worlds, and that was very nice. I don't know. I'd actually very rare hide than actually Super Mario Sunshine, to be fair.
Is it? Oh, shit.
Yeah, I generally actually really liked Mario Galaxy. The artwork on it, just the way the worlds were made. Obviously, I felt obviously because it was a newer generation, a game after it, the controls felt more tighter. It was good.
Yeah.
I'd actually rate it higher because I recently played the Hat one, Odyssey. Odyssey was good. Odyssey was good, but I'd say Mario Galaxy overall probably the funner world. Definitely. And you got Mario Golf coming, so we're gonna bang that.
Well, I mean, when I was watching the trailer for that, I was like, you know, I miss Pangya.
Yes.
That was like my favorite golf game ever, and they got rid of it. They replaced it with like a mobile gacha game, and I think even that's gone now. So I was actually like, might be fun. It might be fun. You don't know, you know?
Yeah, it's going to be Nintendo, so it'll be reasonably well made. So, yeah. They'll have a crossover of Tiger Woods. It'll be Tiger Woods versus Mario.
Well, I'm not too sure about that part, but I mean, sure. They can get a bit adventurous.
That would be fucking fantastic. I can't do this fucking level, man. Oh shit.
I mean, I saw some people saying like, we didn't get a Metroid announcement, even though it was supposed to be in the works, and it's like the 35th anniversary of Metroid or something. I think it's 35th. It's like Metroid's old.
Yeah,
Pokemon's
man.
gonna get a new game for its anniversary, but Metroid won't.
It's like, wasn't it supposed to be an announcement for like Zelda as well?
And they were just like, yeah, ain't ready. So here's an announcement for a game in HD, and it's gonna cost £60.
Oh yeah. If you buy this Skyward Sword remake, well, not even remake, HD version, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah, that's just Nintendo just milking. It's like, time to get the cow out. Ooh, not a lot of milk left. Let's take the rest of it though. Yeah, that kind of felt scummy, because back in the day when I eventually got a Wii, I got the Skyward Sword one, so I could have 2 controllers, and that felt like a really, really good deal. But now that they're actually charging more than what that Wii game costs with the controller, and you have to buy the controller separately, yeah, I ain't about that life. But it is what it is. Are you still on the Rouge level?
I'm on Rouge. I almost did it, and then I died.
You did it my first go. I got 2, and then since then I ain't been close.
Oh, but I died.
But the map ain't even.
It doesn't reset you when you die, though. So.
The map ain't even that big, but I keep getting lost. It's very confusing. Yes, Eggman, I'll get a Chaos Emerald. Don't you worry. Ah. Okay, now that I've played video games, what has Robbie played apart from Sonic Adventure 2 Battle?
If I'm honest, not really. I mean, I played a little bit of CS:GO with the new Operation out. Pretty good. We played a game last night, Trivia Tricks, that I thought was really good.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Playing a lot of GeoGuessr.
Yeah.
Which for some reason is scratching my, like, I don't know.
Itch.
Nerdy itch. I don't know how to describe it. I just enjoy it. I don't know what else I've been playing. Honestly,
surviving.
I've been reading a lot of manga.
Ooh.
I've been spending a lot of time working on my website and stuff. Playing a lot of games ever since I kind of got into the mud with Hades. I got to the part where you've got to replay it a bajillion times.
Hell yeah.
I was just like, yeah, I don't know. After that, I'm just like,
been there, done that.
I'm looking for a new game. If someone's got any recommendations, hit me up.
Oh wait, did you? I think since last time you must have done the COD Easter egg, right?
Oh yeah, I've done the first 2 zombies Easter eggs.
Hell yeah. Firebase C is actually a very nice looking zombies map.
It's nice. Easter egg was too easy.
Oh really?
We did it literally first attempt.
Ah.
The first time we played the map, we didn't even look at any guides, any Easter eggs, nothing. We were just playing. And then the second time, I quickly looked up at Mr. Waffle's guide and then mashed it out, no problem whatsoever.
Ah. We're about to say, yeah, we were just so good we done it by ourselves.
Oh yeah. We didn't even use the there's a free legendary weapon. You know in the first one there's the dancing zombies Easter egg?
Yeah.
There's an equivalent to that. You didn't even need it.
Ah. Right, you say Mr. Waffle said, damn, I'm old, I remember that name.
I remember that name.
Before the war. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to do this one either. Ah! This is so hard! Supposed to be a kid's game. I'm 27.
I can't help you with that.
Okay. Games are games. I know where your passion lies, reading Hajime Noppo for the 50th time. Did you?
Hajime no Ippo is good. I'm up to date on it. It's kind of like we're at the point where really like them to be like, yo, time for Ippo to make a comeback. But it feels like it's a ways off. I feel like the only way it happens here is, okay, like spoilers, I guess, if you're not up to date on Hajime no Ippo.
Damn.
Nakamura's about to get into like one of the biggest fights of his career against a guy that's supposed to be so unbelievably like not just lucky, almost blessed by the gods. And it's like the first time they really show him being kind of like on edge. And like some people are thinking, oh, maybe he's gonna lose. And if he loses, does like Ippo make a comeback? Perhaps. But at this point, I feel like I'm just clutching at straws. Like it feels like the story's never gonna end.
Hell yeah, just like One Piece.
Fuck!
Oh, Rubber got close and died.
I ran out of lives.
Oh damn. I got 1 minute to find 2. Fuck.
But yeah, I've actually read a shitload of manga since the last time I talked to you. Like a shitload.
As usual.
Like it's I've started taking up starting a series and not finishing it, because before I would literally just like I'd read it. If I started it, I'd just be like, I'm gonna finish this. But I don't. Like now I've picked up a lot of series knowing I'm probably going to drop them. And I think that's good because it's like, you get to experience more series and you can kind of take part in the conversations about series a bit more, knowing what they're about, but you don't have to waste like
Your
weeks
life.
reading a shit story. For example, Redo of a Healer. Are you aware of this series?
I've heard it's really bad.
Yeah, so I heard people talking about the anime. I was like, I ain't got time to watch anime. Turns out the anime is worse than the manga. It's more graphic than the manga, which I didn't know. But I was like, you know what? People talking about it. I got to see what's going on. So I read the manga, and well, it's fucked. It's fucked, is what it is. Imagine Berserk.
Okay.
Like the early story of Berserk when Guts is still young. Imagine that story. He's getting abused. He's getting mistreated. Then imagine he finds out he's got a special power that lets him reset back to the beginning, knowing all the things he knows now, and he uses that information to get revenge on everyone that fucked him over.
Okay.
Sounds kind of dope, right? Now
Okay.
imagine Guts was absolutely fucking insane.
Okay.
And decided that everything everyone did to him, he was just going to do straight back times 10.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of rape.
Okay.
There's a lot of, like, mind break, like, just fucking ruining people's lives, all kinds of shit like that.
This is in Shonen Jump, yeah?
No. No. But I'm like reading it, and like I'm like, I didn't know what the story was about, so I was reading the early chapters, and I'm like, wow, they're really being a dickhead to this guy. Fucking hell, this is awful. And then like I got to the main part, and I was like, oh damn, that's oh damn. So I can't say I recommend it, especially if you're not if you're faint of heart, or you don't like gore, or you don't like weird pervy stuff, and you don't like any of that, you're not going to enjoy it. But at the same time, I think people might have exaggerated a little bit about how bad it was. Like, it's bad, it's definitely bad, but it's like some people said, like, this needs to be taken off shelves, or it's like, bitch, like, come on, I've seen loads of awful shit. This is I've read a manga about a guy who has the power of boners.
Wow, damn, lock up your kids real quick.
You know, there's bad shit out there. There's bad manga out there.
So like,
just don't read it, fam. Just don't read it.
When I like read it here, I'm like, how does that get greenlit for an anime? Like, obviously the studio executives got like, oh, we can profit off of this. How are they gonna profit off of that? What merch are they gonna sell?
Listen, I don't really know. And it was the same thing with that series, the one where they fucked the monster girls.
Oh, Goblin Slayer or something.
Oh well, no, Goblin Slayer, but there was another one. There was something the Reviewers series. Do you not know about this?
No, what coal mine have you been in?
There's a series where these characters are like reviewers for like women.
Okay.
They're like banging like monster girls, and they're like, oh, I like this one. I like the cowgirl best. No, I like the pixie girl best, or whatever.
That's something I like to read.
And it's like that's the premise of the manga. And then when they were animating, they were like, yeah, but like we got to draw it. I mean, like we can't just leave it up to their imagination like the manga does. Because the manga's like, it doesn't like not show you anything, but it's like there's not really any like titties or anything in it. It's like PG-13 drawings with like R-rated context sort of thing.
Okay.
But the anime was like R-rated everything. Let's see them titties.
I like good anime. I might have to watch you on stream.
Yeah, I don't think you can, but yeah, it's these companies make decisions. Sometimes they blow up in their faces. I don't know. It just seems very bizarre to me that stuff like that can get greenlit, and then like series like Berserk, the anime adaptation is complete arse. And
yeah,
it's like, yeah, we'll just leave it like that. That's fine.
You gotta put up money and redo the healer.
Yeah. We'll get the degenerate crowd going.
To be fair, it's a pretty big fucking crowd.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And for the real money lies.
Oh, there's money there. There's for sure money there. I won't deny that.
You can sell those like weird ass like fucking busts, like statues and stuff. Like, if you own like a Nami or Robin one of those, bro, don't talk to me.
Loads of people, probably people in the comments do.
Bro, don't at me there. Oh fuck, at least I've done that mission.
Nice.
Now it's on to the boss fight. Yummy. I can't damage him there? That's mad stinky, bro. They are.
In terms of other manga I've been reading, there is a lot. I've picked up a lot of the new Shonen Jump series. I still haven't read Jujutsu Kaisen because I am waiting on the anime. I want to watch the full first season of the anime, and then I'll jump into the manga afterwards. Because I've tried getting into the manga a couple of times, and I haven't really been able to get going with it. But that's happened in the past with other series, and once I watched a few episodes of the anime, I got into it. So I'm just thinking I'll try it out with Jujutsu Kaisen. I've heard it's so good. I will. I picked up a lot of the new series, like the series that have had like one chapter or whatever. And some of them are good, some of them are bad, but like they just don't really do much for me. There's one called like The Elusive Samurai, and it's by the author of Assassination Classroom.
Okay.
I was kind of gassed. Assassination Classroom, and he also did Nagami Noro's Detective Agency or whatever. And so like lots of people were excited for that, people that are fans of their work, and it's like cool. And I like read the first chapter, and I didn't get it at all.
Okay.
It was so like dialogue heavy. It was so like just bogged down. I just didn't want to keep reading it. But like then people have told me it's got better in the next two chapters. I was like, okay. So I read chapter 2, and I was still like, And like that author has a tendency, right? And I know it's like a gag thing. I know it's not like an actual like part of the story per se. But he has this thing about making characters that are super fucking like weird towards kids.
Oh hell yeah, he's projecting maybe.
And it's just like, it's like I get this is a gag, but it's like I don't get the joke. It's a joke, but I don't get the joke. Not really for me. Oh yes.
Thank God it's not ready for you.
No, not really for me so far, this story. the idea of the story seems really cool. It's basically the prince of this noble family. It turns out one of the like main people who are supposed to be in charge, like the warriors of the family who are in charge of the army, has just turned around and fucking killed everybody in the family because he wants to be in charge of the he wants to be like the new emperor or whatever. And so it's like the prince is trying to escape, and somebody's gonna like I assumed it was gonna be like train him to get stronger so that he can fight back, but story is the elusive samurai, so I'm guessing the whole point is he keeps running away.
Okay.
I don't know. But it seems to me like there's not that much so far that I've read in the story that seems that interesting. I will give it probably a couple more chapters before I completely write it off. Because it is from a well-known author, and I did enjoy Assassination Classroom.
Can't wait to read it.
There's another one that started recently called Sakamoto Days. I think you'd quite like that one. The main thing is he's an assassin.
Okay. Okay.
Or an ex-assassin, and he's escaped the life, put on a ton of weight, and he's just living his best life with his wife, running a convenience store.
Oh,
it's all good.
I saw Super iPad. We'll talk about that one.
Ah, there you go. Oh, so you've watched that video, so you probably know a couple of these series.
Yeah, they're starting to ring a bell on my old little noodle up there. The rat and the wheel's starting to turn.
Yeah. So that series is like, I think, very promising. I think a lot of people are gonna be enjoying that one, picking that one up over time. I'm trying to think. Oh god, my screen's fucking spinning around like crazy. Trying to think of the other ones that are really speaking to me. Mashal is a banger. The one that's basically Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, he talked about that one. I was like, yeah, when he said that, I was like, yeah, it's just Harry Potter.
It's just Harry Potter, but instead of Harry being a wizard, he has mad fucking gains.
I thought you were about to say he got a gun.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good series.
Yeah, Voldemort, bang.
Yo, what you say about me?
I'm the chosen one.
Bitch. Oh, I died!
Yeah, I remember it now. Yeah. Like, he has no magical ability, but bare wench. Okay.
Yeah. That one is really fucking funny, bro. It's so good. And it's like, you know how, like, One Punch Man is? Where it's just, like, the punchline of every joke is basically the same. But it's like everybody in the series, except the main character, just seems to be taking it so seriously. And he's just like, shut the fuck up.
You know who I am. This is the power fantasy.
How about you shut the fuck up? What you did? And a list here, but I can't read. Me and Roboco. I don't know if you'd like that or not, but I can't. I love it so much. I don't even know why. You know what it is. I'm gonna fire shots here. I've done it before. I might have even done it on a podcast before. For me and Roboco is like, it's like Family Guy humor done right, and I would say Gintama is like Family Guy humor done wrong.
That's your comment.
Like that's mad firing shots, but it's just facts. Like when I read Gintama, I'm just like, ha 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 ha. When I watch Bokuto Roboco, I'm like, hee hee hee.
See, that's his superior.
It's so dumb, but it's like it's just my kind of humor. It's just so fucking stupid.
That's in shambles. Well, wait, what's it even about? I can't remember that one.
So the story is, this is a world where there are order maids, which are like robots that serve humans.
Okay, Jeff Bezos' future.
In this world, there's this one family that's kind of poor that doesn't have their own one, and the kid like really wants one, and his mum's like, all right, like, look, you get one of these discount ones, you get one of these budget ones, I'll let you have it. It's like second hand or whatever. And he's like, thank you, mum. And then it arrives, and it's a fucking absolute mess. It looks like Nappa from Dragon Ball, like a girl. It's got like huge fucking knees. That's the whole thing. It's got knees, and it's like, it's one of those ones where it's like, this character is obviously very powerful and they have loads of awesome abilities, but unfortunately their brain doesn't work. so they're fucking useless. They're absolutely stupid. And at the end of the first chapter, it's revealed that actually his mum never put the order in for the order made. So they have no. This isn't one of the discount ones. This isn't one of the reduced ones. They have no idea who this is or where it's come from. And hijinks ensue.
Hijinks and banter.
It's so funny to me because it's like one of the main like gags is his friends seem like genuine dickheads every chapter for like 2 panels, and it's like, oh wow, actually these are like the best friends I could ever have. And it's just like, it's so good, bro. It's so good. It's very hard to like recommend though because it's like
stupid.
It's a stupid manga. It's a gag manga. It's obviously got a lot of like Japanese humor, which some people do jam with, some people don't jam with. Like one of the like gags is like his mum's always like shouting at him and shit, and every so often she'll just like, at one point she was standing in a pose like she's got Rengoku's sword from Kimetsu no Yaiba instead of a knife to chop her carrots, and she's like standing in his poses and shit. Like subtle little things. I like that for a gag manga. That's really good. I was quite enjoying Ori King as well, but I don't think it sold that well, so that's gone now.
Damn.
And it's, you know, Shonen Jump, you know how it is. Like, even if you like a series, that don't mean everyone else likes it. Like, it could be in the bin in no time at all. I found a new manga artist I like. I've picked up 2 of their series called it's called like The Lying Android and Namakawa-san Won't Be Bullied. Okay. 2 very well drawn series. I think it's like webcomics that are like being translated, which is cool. And the plot of The Lying Android is there's a girl who tries to impress a boy in her class who likes robots by saying she's an android. So she has to pretend to be an android, otherwise he's gonna fly out. And he hates liars.
My dream.
So the plot is she's got to keep pretending to be an android. Namakawa-san Won't Be Bullied is about a girl that tries to reinvent herself in high school, but she ends up getting bullied anyway.
Oh hell yeah. Can relate.
I'm just like I'm trying to like think of all the ones I've read without looking at the sheet. I recently like reread some of Komi-san, which is a really good manga. Quite like that one. It's one of those ones that I always look forward to the releases, but it's like I don't actually know what days they come out when they come out because I'm relying on fan translations.
Just translate yourself, Robert.
Wish I could, bro. Wish I could. I think in this last, oh god, I died. In the last like few months, I would say Yowamushi Pedal has gone to becoming one of my favorite series.
A biking series? Are you kidding?
Yeah. No, seriously. It's seriously one of my favorite series, bro. I like when you're sports manga, right? I think like when you're reading them week to week, they can be a bit tiresome. But they are made to be binged. If you binge Yowamushi Pedal, like you'll just want to keep reading it. You just won't want to stop. You'll be like, wonder what happens next chapter. Ooh, they had a bike race.
Ooh, you got new pedals.
It's so he actually did in one of them.
Ooh, you ride your bike with the handlebars.
It's bro. I can't even describe. It's so good, and especially because like it's like what 600 chapters ish. And I think approximately 300 chapters being dedicated to each year. Obviously, they have first year, second year, third year. So first year is about 300 chapters, second year is about 300 chapters, and then third year will probably be about 300 chapters, there or thereabouts. But the big thing of note is that they only have one major race in each year.
Damn.
So it's like 100, 200 chapters dedicated to one race. It's fucking. It's the way it's done is so good, bro.
What they even talk about? Go bike time.
Yeah, but it's like you can say that about any sports series. It's like it's played up for the camera, you know. It's not like actual real biking. It's not like
Le Mans. Oh, not Le Mans. Fuck, Tour de France.
It's not like Tour de France. It's not like any of the shit you'd see on TV. It's just like it's just sick, isn't it? It's just I can't like legit. I can't describe it. You just gotta read it, fam. You just gotta read it. And there's.
Damn, this guy is a fucking fiend when it comes to manga.
I am a bit of a fiend. I'm trying to read my list without dying on fucking Sonic. Oh, I read another one about a robot.
Damn.
I've read a lot about robots actually. It's called Useless Ponko. It's about a girl that's like it's not a girl, she's a robot, but it's she's supposed to be like looking after this old dude who's like his kids are worried about him, so they've sent an android to like look after him. But she's like secondhand, she's a bit rubbish. She used to work somewhere else and she's been repurposed, sort of thing.
Okay.
And they don't even use robots like her anymore. They like, because she looks very human, but like they don't use robots like that no more. They just use like the equivalent of a Roomba to do everything. So like she's seen as like super like old tech, and she's looking after this old dude in the countryside, and it's like, am I dead? I'm not dead. And it's like, it's basically the story of like how she is defective essentially, but she's like trying her best. And
sounds like us.
Old, yeah. And it's this old dude that's like, who's like, you know, he's very sour. He's lost his wife and he just kind of wants to live out the rest of his days, but his kids are worried about him and stuff. So he's just like trying to humor them essentially by having this robot, even though she's useless. It's like a heartwarming little story. There's some good gags in there. It's nice.
Fair enough. Wholesome.
Also, there's some good wholesome series I've read. I do like a wholesome series once in a while.
Let me guess, your guy becomes friends with the android.
A little bit. He becomes more open as time goes on.
Oh yeah. My game keeps like lagging now and then. It's really pissing me off.
Oh really?
He's like stuttering. I'm looking at my recording. It's perfectly fine, but it's just like, fucking shit. Sonic's too heavy.
It's running crispy smooth on my 38.
Oh damn! We can't all be rich Arab princes, Robert.
It ain't even a matter of rich. I just ordered it so long ago. It eventually showed up. Once I get a new processor as well. Well, that's the annoying thing. So from what I understand, I'm not very smart when it comes to these things, but I looked on PC Part Picker. It's basically like there are so many compatibility issues with my my processor to get new RAM, to get a new motherboard. I basically need to get all three at once.
Okay.
If I just get a new processor, I won't be able to put it in this PC. If I just get new RAM, I won't be able to put it in this PC. If I just get a new motherboard, the parts of my PC won't work. So I need to get all three at once. So it's going to be kind of costly. Don't know when I'm going to get around to doing that. But yeah, like the only way I can fully upgrade is to fully upgrade.
Okay, fair enough.
Which goes against my plans. It was going to be a bit at a time.
Yeah, because like most of these new processors require a different slot on the motherboard. Then obviously that motherboard is going to be requiring probably like DDR4, DDR5. Yeah, kind of annoying. That's how they get you.
It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, if I do save up, it's not like I can't afford, like, you know, just over time, just get the money I need. And then I could just say, look, upgrade these parts and I won't have to look at it again for ages.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Like, I think I was talking, I can't remember who I was talking to, and it was like, is it even worth getting the graphics card? Oh, after looking at the stats, it's over 200% better than your old, 200 times better than your old one.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, yeah, okay, so it's worth it. It's worth it. Especially if I'm going to be like working on content in the future, because I've got some plans. I announced it on Twitter that I was planning the series to read every Shonen Jump series.
Oh my god.
The issue with that is obviously
There's a lot.
There's a lot. And a lot of them are not available in English. So I will have to learn Japanese at some point. I am slowly learning, very, very slowly, because I'm very, very stupid. But I am slowly learning. And some of the series, even in Japanese, might be difficult to track down. Like, a lot of the stuff is on Shonen Jump Plus, which is the Japanese version of the Shonen Jump like app, or Manga Plus is the Japanese version. There are loads of stuff on there that we don't have access to that I could go and read if I knew Japanese. But that's quite costly because you have to rent them 48 hours at a time. You have to pay for each chapter individually.
Damn, really? Holy shit.
And you could just buy the volumes. I think it would probably work out cheaper in the long run. But yeah, again, like the minimum of learning Japanese, the absolute minimum.
Well, how many series are there?
It would be difficult for me to say a definitive number because I know Wikipedia's number's wrong.
Guessing over 1,000.
It's at least in the high hundreds.
Okay, that's doable.
At least in the high hundreds. The thing is, like I said, like if you look on Wikipedia, it seems to have everything. It has a list of all these different series, but there's loads of like there's loads of series that like showed up for a one shot, or they showed up for like a limited run or whatever, and they might have gone to another magazine or they might have ended completely. But I know there's a load of like manga artists that don't even show up on the list for Wikipedia that actually like for example Osamu Tezuka, who made Astro Boy. He had like 4 or 5 different works in Weekly Shonen Jump. I think most of them were one shots, so they're not on the list.
Ah, okay. You can be the list man.
Well, that's the thing. Like the idea was, if I were to make 2 videos on every series, and just have one of them be like, here's an overview. This is what the series is about. You should read this if you like this, this, this. This is how I read it, and this is how much it cost. And then have the second video be like, Shadow. And the second video be like an actual review. Here's my thoughts on the series and whatever.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah.
So I could have like a playlist, like a repository of like every series, so you could figure out which series you wanted to watch. And then if you really did like it, and you could come back and look at a review and see, oh, did my thoughts match up, or like.
Okay.
And if you're not interested in reading the series, you can just watch the review.
You could do like Anthony Fantano. You can give it like a 0 or 10 out of 10 or something. Hey,
yeah, I was thinking hard about like a ranking system. I think the best one I've seen that would work for something like this is you ever watched The Completionist?
Been a while.
But you've heard.
Yeah, I've heard of his stuff. Yeah.
So his like ranking, he's like it's essentially a 1 to 5, but it's like his top one is like complete it. It's like that's his way of saying like you should have 100% like this is worth playing all the way through, like doing it the whole thing properly. But then he has one that's like, oh yeah, like finish it, like get to the end of the game, but maybe don't put all the effort in for the extra content. And he has like play it. It's like it's definitely worth playing. And then it's like the 2 rankings below that are like, yeah, probably not.
Okay.
And it's like I think that's a good ranking system because like when you get into like numbers, people are like, what do you mean it only got a 4? Like it should have been at least a 4.1.
Yeah, true. Actually, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
When it's like, oh yeah, you should definitely like read this all the way through. Like up to people to decide at that point.
The people.
Fair enough. A very ambitious series. I expected done within a year.
No chance. But we'll be getting to work on it soon. Obviously, part of that, I've got the new microphone, which hopefully sounds good in this recording. And I've got a few new bits to my setup, and there's going to be more coming soon. I know I don't exactly need like a top tier setup to record a review of a manga or whatever. But one of the big things that it helps with is the editing. Because upgrading my video card, I thought it would help. Rendering still takes a very, very long time. So I don't know. I'm not very smart on these things. I don't know how much of that is like a bottleneck in my system. I don't know how much of that is like maybe I'm not using the best software. I don't know. But I feel like if I have the hardware that I have planned to get ready at my disposal, then perhaps I can make things just a little bit easier, or I can at least work out what's wrong and sort it out.
That's fair. I'm missing professional Robbie over here.
Trying to be a bit more professional, trying to take my time to do my thing.
It'll be easier if we just pay someone to edit our video.
It would. I mean, I saw Atsu is paying editors, and I think that is an absolutely amazing move by him. He's been absolute madness on the Genshin content.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out. He needs it.
100% makes sense to bring in an editor to just pump out the content. I'll be sad that a lot of his projects that he started back in day just seem to kind of die. But
Club Penguin Star 2 when?
Well, like the Atsu Animates was like, that channel looked like it was gonna be his, like, he wanted that to be his baby child, him and his wife. But
well, his like wife does the Genshin animations now for him.
Yeah, and no, that's good too. Yeah,
I get it. Yeah, he's gonna tell stories and he's gonna be one of those creators type of thing. It happens. Maybe one of my 15 Minecraft channels might take off.
I think it's just good to like
try something.
Idea, slowly work towards it, and then happens.
That's fair. So for me, when it comes to YouTube lately, I've just had not really any ideas. Because I just feel like everything is just get the content, and it's like not the quality of your content, it's how you edit it.
Yeah. That's a huge part.
Like that, like I generally believe we have, like when we play like just games, like even like Trivia Tricks last night, there's generally some really funny moments in there. But it's like, I know myself, I don't have the skills to edit this right yet. And it's just like, it's like I knew how to edit, like this would be good content. You see it with all the big YouTubers that, not one of them edits their own videos anymore. And it's all the same editing style, quickly jump in, zoom out, jump effect, funny loud noise, haha, comedy gold. That's what you got to copy. I imagine Atsu's videos are going to end up like that soon.
Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. Like, you see all the Minecraft YouTubers doing it. The new wave of, like...
Yeah, I don't really understand that whole new wave, because they're not doing anything different.
Sometimes, like, the formula works, and it's just luck.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
It's not necessarily about doing something different, it's just right place, right time. It all comes together,
Yeah, we'll be the new wave of Minecraft YouTubers after this wave. We'll be 35 by then. Yeah, bear with like these kids like 16 doing this, like, yo, we need 30. Oh man. Oh shit.
Everyone's got their own niche to fill.
Yeah, that's true. But how's the streaming coming? Could you be streaming a lot more regularly?
I have been. We were doing every Wednesday.
Hell yeah.
And then January came and everything went in the bin. Work got a billion times more stressful.
Hell yeah.
And I just couldn't be dealing with that shit. And so there wasn't much. Also, it didn't help me that like the events didn't really sync up very well. That's so fair. Me streaming on Wednesdays didn't really work for me because there was no new events for me to do and stuff. But we're getting back on it. We're going to be again next Wednesday doing some pulls, or this Wednesday coming. And
filthy pull channel.
Well, we play the game as well. We do the difficult stages on stream. Got the anniversary coming up for Jumputi as well at the end of March. So lots of things to be doing for now. I don't really know what other types of content I can do on Jumputi. Like if they bring some of the harder stages back, perhaps I can do those. Like I could do more like guide videos and stuff. There's actually a couple of people in the community already doing that. Guide videos and stuff. And
Don't step in a territory.
I'm not willing to put the effort in. If they are, then they should go for it.
That's fair.
Fair enough. It is just kind of like not a pain in the ass. That's not the right way of wording it. But it's like, yeah, I could put the effort in, but if I do put the effort in, and it gets like 10 views, kind of like, why didn't I just do my normal stuff?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. No, guys, go watch our Battle Summons video, please.
Yeah, like those Battle Summons videos take so long to fucking edit, bro. It's so long to
remember.
And I genuinely have fun recording them. And sometimes when the edit comes out, I'm like, yo, this is sick. And then like no one gives a shit. And it's just like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's Yeah. Yeah. I've been streaming pretty consistently actually.
Yeah.
I think I might be developing a problem. Because obviously, because I'm still night shift, it's just like whenever I wake up in the morning, or for me like 6, 7 in the evening on my days off, it's like, damn, I gotta get streaming straight away. I gotta go live now. And for the past, I think 4 months, I've averaged on top of work about 25 hours plus every week streaming.
Nice.
So it's been a bit of a grind. But I'm kind of finding myself a bit directionless when I'm streaming, you know, because like I just turn on, do my Genshin shit, and then it's just like, well, now what? You know, it's like, I'm struggling to like stand out type of thing. Like I don't really know what to do. Like I just don't. Like I'm generally just trying to think what I'm gonna do next with it. Yeah, it's really weird. I feel like I'm in a maybe a rut, but I'm also in a bit of a crossroads of where to take the content next type of thing. But we'll see. It could be interesting. I just don't know. Like, especially YouTube and that, going back to it, I just generally don't even know what to upload. Because I don't really play these gacha games anymore. That's the thing. Like, all of our content over the past couple of years has just been gacha games and that. It's like, well, I don't really play these games no more. It's like, what am I going to make content of? And it's like, oh... So, I don't know. I'm just going to try and spitball around some ideas, see what potentially happens. And yeah. Yeah,
I mean, you know, the thing is, I think Genshin is... Obviously, you do, like, after it's been a little while, you do get to the point where it's like, oh, like, all the big creators are as big as they're going to be. Like,
yeah.
They're going to keep getting bigger. And if you're not there yet, you're not going to get there sort of thing. But there's still every opportunity. And I mean, if you keep grinding at it, you keep getting the levels, you just got to figure out what kind of content you want to do. Like, not just the streaming, but, like, guides or...
Yeah.
About the news or speculations or wish lists or whatever. There's options.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Like, I've also made a kind of a deal with my chat. I think this year, in terms of streaming, is going to be the last year I take it seriously.
Oh wow!
Just because I've done it for so long, and you know, not really much of a return on it.
Yeah.
So like, because generally it has, you know, absorbed my life for the past couple of years, and it's just like, you know, I can't. Yeah, I gotta realistically know when to like move away and step down type of thing.
Yeah.
So like for me, like at the end of this year, if I'm not at least partner, I think I've had enough. Also, I'm committing to doing a lot of hours this year to just get to that point. Like if at the end of the year, you know, I'm not anywhere, I've at least tried. You know, I can't regret it. I put the hours in type of thing.
Yeah.
But that'd be sad. But yeah, it is what it is. I still enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. It's just making things happen.
Yeah, it's not easy.
You do feel like you do rely on others way too heavily in Twitch, because it is a factual case. Because if you stream in Genshin, like I even looked at it the other day because I was just doing it for a joke. I had I think like 5 viewers at the time, so I went to the Genshin Impact section. I was like, let's scroll down and see how long it takes to find me. I think I counted that there was over 600 people above me. Yeah, and I'm just like, well, what realistic chance do you have of somebody scrolling down to finding you? You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, obviously, you see people like Atsu and Seka gaining these fat viewers. That's because they're always in the top 10. That's where everybody goes. So to stand out at the bottom, unless you get a sugar daddy host or, you know, you got something mad going on, you're just going to struggle. So I do have a giveaway going on. I do get people coming down and like, ooh, giveaway. But like, obviously, I've said it before. Shout out to Atsu. I love the guy. Obviously, like for me, with my content, it just feels like unless I get hosted from say him or someone else, I don't grow. And as a content creator, you don't want that. You don't really want to rely on others. But that's just the way that shit is.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously things you can try. I mean,
be better.
Eventually, be better. Get a higher rank in the game, obviously. But you know, the little mini games Atsu has in his chat. And
yeah, true. To be fair, yeah.
Try promoting yourself on other platforms and stuff. There's options, and maybe you can give that a go over the course of this year. But, you know, I think it's just one of those situations we saw on Counter-Strike back in the day when we used to watch it during university when we didn't have anything else going on. And you would like you would like go on Counter-Strike, you scroll all the way down, and you would see people that were trying so damn hard to stand out. I remember there was this one girl who used to have a costume on, like she'd dress up like flamboyantly every single stream.
Yeah.
And every single stream she had like 3 viewers.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
Yeah.
And just like you'd see her like, and she was like a fairly decent rank. I think she was like LEM or whatever. And she's just playing and she's like all dressed up and shit. And you think you go to all that effort every single streaming every single day to get 3 viewers. Like that is soul crushing.
Yeah.
And like it's not like she wasn't like entertaining or nothing, but you did see those periods where it's like the chat's gone dead and the content's a bit dry, and you could see like it was fucking soul crushing.
Yeah.
It was fucking soul crushing.
Yeah, no, like people, you know? Yeah. I definitely can relate to that. I definitely, yeah. You know, especially like, yeah, I do know when it comes to my streams, like certain points when I know the chat's gone dead, I'm like, there's literally no point to be live anymore. So I'll just end my stream type of thing. Because I know I'm not going to gain anything. Like I've started to know the times when my peak views will be, and I know when will be the peak views of like gaining followers and that. And if after that, if I ain't got nobody watching, what's the point of being live? I'm wasting my time. But yeah, it is like that. That's a reality, yo, for every, like, say in the top 10 streamers of any like category, big category, there's thousands of others trying to get there type of thing. And is rough because obviously Twitch doesn't really do anything to help anybody because they're happy to have it top heavy. They do have the discovery section, and to be fair, for the first ever time, right, so around about I think 2 weeks ago I streamed like Wednesday morning when I came in from work, and it was update day on Genshin, and at the time I don't think many of the WoWs were online. So my stream actually got into recommended. I ended up getting like 20 viewers naturally, which is for me is like kind of crazy. And I actually had multiple people coming in like, oh yeah, I just found your stream from recommended. And I was like, oh, I ended up getting like I think 15 followers from it. And I was like, I gained 15 followers without a host or anything like that. That doesn't happen. That was actually crazy. But now I'm kind of like, I haven't been in recommended since. It's like, I want to go back. Let me back. Oh shit. Oh wait, what level are you on right now?
I completed the game.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on Bruges right now. I also probably I should probably talk about the actual manga I read.
Go for it.
So, because Robert's recommended like 50 times, and I think Super Eye Patch Wolf recommended it, I read it's Chainsaw Man. I didn't obviously at first, I heard good things about it. I didn't really know what to like. I'd seen stuff on Twitter like the artwork and shit. Obviously it reminded me of Berserk quite heavily straight on. And it was a story that after around about 2-3 chapters, I actually just couldn't put down. I wanted to keep reading it.
Yes.
I don't really know if I want to spoil it because obviously somebody might be interested in it. I think it was only, 93, 94 chapters? It's not long. Obviously, I'll give the major spoiler away. It's only part 1 of a bigger series.
Yes.
But for what is there in 93 chapters, there was like 5-6 arcs. So much happened. It was one of the most fastest moving series I think I've ever read. Like I'm so used to like One Piece where, 93 chapters, you might get, I don't know, Luffy just reaching Usopp or something, or like half of like Doflamingo's arc. So to have so much happen in 93 chapters, it was like, wow, okay. So it's such a speedy story. The artwork was fantastic. It was very, I think as you said, relatable main character. All he wants is a breast.
Yeah.
Like hell yeah. What you call it? The world was very interesting. The whole devil thing. I wish obviously it's gonna be expanded more later on. It was very, very interesting of how it all works, like the contracts and devil people and stuff like that. Obviously I want to see that expanded later on. Obviously when they went to hell is very interesting. Obviously the designs of it, the little chainsaw dog, very cute. I want a plushie. And also the major twist at the end with one of the characters, Big Ting. Didn't actually see that coming. Like obviously if you look back you can kind of see it foreshadowed. Didn't see it coming. They want, I don't want to like spoil anything, but they weren't afraid to kill people in that series, which kind of reminded me like Game of Thrones. It was very brutal.
Bro, some of them were fucking heartbreaking, bro.
Yeah, because
some of them were awful.
Like they try and like characterize this character. You kind of get a bit sympathetic towards him. It's like bang, destroyed. I was like, oh.
The second you're attached, it's like no.
It's like that's mean. Oh shit. Obviously, the brutality definitely reminded me of Berserk. In some ways as well, like, because it was moving at such a fast pace, sometimes I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, I was just like, wait a minute, I gotta go back and read the last 2 or 3 chapters. Wait, what the hell just happened?
Like, not to spoil anything, but when the gun devil finally shows up,
yeah,
it's like, what the fuck, bro?
I was like,
what the fuck?
I was like, I did not expect him to look like that. I was like, all right, fair enough.
Bro, if they get a fucking anime, imagine that scene in the anime. Oh my.
Actually brutal. Actually brutal. And obviously in terms of like the main characters now, like one of the characters I think called Power.
Oh yeah.
At first I absolutely hated that character, but then after a while I loved that character, and I'm not going to spoil the rest of it. Like that was the thing. Like she had such good characterization. She went from being absolutely hated, but once they actually characterized her, it was done so well. Generally a very good series. Very good. I can recommend it.
Yeah, I really like Denji and Power's dynamic. I've noticed I really love characters that are kind of fucking morons.
You can relate.
Well, it's not just you can relate. It's just like they are more appealing to me as well. I see a character like that. I'm like, yes, go you, chase your dreams. I believe in you.
Oh man, can't wait for the next. Obviously the next part. But obviously, I imagine he's taking a break right now.
It's probably gonna be a while. But you know what? Fair enough. You drop a banger, we'll wait.
We'll wait for the next bang.
We'll wait for the next batch. It's fine.
But like that's the thing. Like what reading that has kind of renewed my how do I put it? Kind of love for anime and reading in that. Like I guess because I said before, like most of the series I've been reading, you know, just standard shonen. They're like, oh yeah, you got like 500 chapters till it gets good, and I kind of want to read a little bit more shorter shit. That's why I kind of like, as you said, I think the next thing I'm gonna read is Jujutsu no Kaisen, whatever, because everybody's sucking his dick right now. If everybody's sucking his dick, I might as well join it. Might well help out.
I think the next one I'm gonna read is Record of Ragnarok or Shumatsu no Valkyrie because it looks dope. I don't know. Quite a long list of shit to read, so I'm just kind of thinking, well, I'll get around to it all eventually, I suppose. Jujutsu Kaisen, like I said, I'm gonna wait for the anime to finish season 1 at least.
That's fair. That's fair.
I also want to watch the Dragon Quest anime because I've heard it's like a top tier remake.
No, wait. I think I played one Dragon Quest game back in the day. I remember the blue slime. That's it.
I mean, it's the same. I think it's like the same world, but they're not the same series.
Okay. Well, interesting. I'll watch the Genshin Impact one when it eventually gets an anime.
Oh yeah. Well, that'll probably happen.
100%. They'll capitalize on that, easy peasy. Other than that, I don't really know. I think there was another one. What's his name? I think you've mentioned it. Super Eye Patch Wolf mentioned called Spy X Family or something.
Oh, very good series.
I was thinking about giving that a go. I think that was like online only or something, like Shonen Jump app or something.
It's on the app. Yeah. App's $1.99 a month.
That's not bad.
It's really not bad. Or is it $1.99 or $3.99? I think it's $1.99. Might be $3.99. Either way, it's cheap as shit. Like when you consider, like, I think the magazine costs like 500-600 yen, and you'd get 4 of those a month. And then for the fee of once a month, you get all the series, and you also get an exclusive series.
That's pretty good. Actually. That's not bad. That's not bad. I relate.
One Punch Man's on there.
One Punch.
That's not a Shonen Jump series, but it's web exclusive. And obviously Spy X Family, which is very, very good. Like what I watched the Super Eye Patch Wolf as well video, and what he said is right on point. It's like that is a big hitter for Shonen Jump. 100%. That's going to be huge.
Oh yeah. I wish I had his talent.
I mean, you know, you could always give shit like that a go. I mean, you haven't really tried content like that, so.
Well, like just reviewing and shit.
I just like give have another look at it. Yeah, have a look at a series. Like, I mean, he kind of does. I know he's done his big videos is like this year in Shonen Jump, but he's done a load of other stuff. He's even done videos on like wrestling and stuff.
Oh yeah, true. Actually, yeah. I guess you could look at. Well, you could like look at themes more in depth. Like, for example, I don't know. You could talk about in Chainsaw Man what the devils represent and shit. Yeah. You can talk about the world because obviously, like when it was in the world of devils and that, it's like say for example the demons, or not the devils, like something like the control devil. Like if it's more feared, the more powerful it is, type of thing. Yeah. I thought that was a very interesting dynamic. But then you could talk about what other powers these future devils might have, because obviously in hell there's going to be obviously the bad ones down there, type of thing. That could be something quite interesting. I just want more. I want more Chainsaw Man.
You're not the only one, man. You're not the only one.
What's the sequel going to be called? Like Chainsaw Boy? Actually, no, it can't be called Chainsaw Boy.
Hey, I think it'll just be Chainsaw Man again. It'll be like Naruto, where it's like Naruto but a bit older.
Oh well, actually, it'd be kind of funny to have like a massive skip. He's like 35.
They could do that. It would be fully on point for the series, but I don't know. I don't even know what I want from that series. I just want it to. I just want it to be awesome.
I'm stuck on this goddamn bat level.
Fucking hell, man.
I've had some terrible luck on her ones, man. Oh my god. 18 minutes and I've only found one gem.
Oh.
I think I might be retarded.
Oh.
Before finish this, I guess, video, I've actually watched quite a few TV shows, to be fair.
Okay.
I rewatched Breaking Bad again for the first time since it ended. So the last time I'd watched it was when the final episode premiered. So it was quite a big nostalgic hit because obviously watching that was a very good time of life. When everybody at school used to talk about it, when we used to talk about football and that. It still holds up. Still a fantastic show. As back then, I didn't really realize how much of a monster Walter White really is, but Jesus Christ, one of the biggest monsters in like television history. Obviously, I know you know that show anyway. I think most people watching this have probably watched it. I actually gave Better Call Saul another go, which is the spin-off. I don't know if you watched it.
Never watched it.
I watched series 1 when it came out about 2015. I was kind of like, I don't know, man. Like, can Saul like hold this show by himself? I was like, you know what? I'll give series 2 a go. Like the other day, and I was hooked, man. I was fucking hooked. I'm already on series 5. I knew series 6 is coming out soon, which is the last one where it's gonna end. You know, where Breaking Bad begin, and it's good, man. Like it's honestly on point as quality as Breaking Bad. It's straight up as good. Like they bring back obviously the history of the characters like Gus Fring, Mike, and shit like that. And they fill in lots of the blanks with a few other characters. It's fucking good. It's really, really good. Very well acted, very well shot as well. Beautifully shot in some areas, actually. Makes me want to go to New Mexico, but I know I get shot. But yeah, I recommend that. Can't really think of other things. There's a lot of things I want to watch on Netflix, but it's like, bro, I ain't got the time, man. My job consumes.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten a little bit better about watching shit, like, when I have the chance. I've recently... Samurai Champloo for the first time. I'd heard a lot of people talk about it in the past, but I'd never given it a chance. I was like, oh, you know what, fuck it. Like, it's got the big thing for me nowadays, and it's like my past self wouldn't be a big fan of this, but like if it's got a dub, it's actually quite convenient.
Yes.
Like I could just bang it on. Like the Japanese is probably better, but unless it's like a series I'm like hyper invested in, I have to dub on, just see what the series is about. If I really like it, then I will like go watch the sub, but you know, if it's just okay, I'll just enjoy the just okay series. That'll be that.
That's fair. Oh shit, I actually watched the end of Great Pretender. There's season 2 of that on Netflix. Very good. Very fantastic colors in that anime. Absolutely fantastic colors. It did well. I don't really want to spoil it because it was very quick. Like, if I just say something, it's like, oh yeah, that's it, done. Kind of spoils the whole thing. Very good show. Yeah. Can recommend it, especially for a Netflix exclusive because most of the stuff they play is usually arse. Oh, what else is there? Oh, actually, to be fair, at work, I've been watching quite a few movies when I can. Watching Jonah Hill movies.
Really?
Well, Superbad again. Good. I watched this film called War Dogs. which is based on a true story. I actually ended up reading the Wikipedia article. Essentially, I think it's around about 2008. So in America, well, obviously that was the Iraq War and stuff. The America had contracts on their website. Anybody could fulfill if you got the right licenses and shit like that. So it didn't matter if you were like a big seller or a small seller, you could bid on it and like kind of like an eBay thing, and they'd pick the best one. So in real life, these guys, they were gun dealers. You know, they'd get guns in America, buy them wholesale, then send them to American Army for a profit and that. And essentially what they did was there was this big contract, massive contract, like £300 million. They ended up getting it. For like 1 million bullets of ammunition, some other guns and that. And obviously they didn't have any of that on it because there's lots of bans at the time with weapons and shit. They ended up going to, I think it was like Russia or Ukraine, one of those countries. And they're repurposing like World War II ammo, which is heavily illegal. And they ended up, they got all these people to work it for them. And they never ended up paying the guys. They never ended up paying any of the guys that were organizing this shit. And so they ended up getting caught in the end just because that guy ratted them out. Like if they hadn't caught it in the end, if they paid those guys, they would have walked away with like £300 million. And Jonah Hill's acting in that is so fucking funny. It is actually amazing. I don't know why. It was just such a different role for him. It's a shit movie. I'm not gonna lie. But it was just Jonah Hill's acting. I was like, lol. Oh. This other film, I don't know if you ever heard of it. It came out in 2013, Pain and Gain.
Yes, with Wahlberg and...
Yes. Unity there, Unity there. The Pebble.
The Rock, yes, The Rock, yes.
And also the guy from The Avengers, but nobody likes him anyway. That was one of the weirdest movies I think I've ever seen from The Rock and Mark Wahlberg. It was so weird.
I remember that movie. That was so fucked up.
It was enjoyable. Like I read the reviews, like people slagged it, but I don't know. It was just that like, I don't usually like Mark Wahlberg, but this obsessed bodybuilder, it was just so fucking funny. And The Rock's role as well. Like I never seen really The Rock do like a dark comedy type of thing. It was I liked it. I generally liked it. Yeah, make that of what you will. Probably not the seal of approval, you know. I'm not going to get any review in the New York Times soon, but I didn't mind it. It was a very weird movie. Definitely something different. It's over there. I'm not going to find this other piece. Man, I watched some fucking shit. That's Amazon Prime though, like straight up. I'll just watch anything while I'm at work. I even rewatched The Matrix again. Understood it this time because I didn't really understand it as a kid. Honestly, it makes me feel that we're kind of in the Matrix right now, to be fair.
Probably are.
Definitely, I'm in Jeff Bezos' Matrix. Oh, shit. Can't wait to do a parody animation where I wake up, I take the red pill one day, or whatever, the blue pill, and I wake up and I'm just inside a giant Amazon FC hooked up. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, we did talk about the pandemic.
Man, fuck the pandemic. Like,
yeah, it's still going on.
Ain't even worth talking about, you know. Life's fucked. I know, like, my family was saying, like, oh, yeah, you know, we might, like, try and go on, like, a family holiday in the summer. I'm like, eh? You mean?
Yeah, good luck.
Like, oh, no, it'll be, like, you know, they're saying it'll be, like, all calmed down by then. It's like, yeah, they were saying that a year ago as well, isn't it?
Yeah, like, my parents still ain't come over for Christmas, yeah. It's like, damn, I want to see the dog. Yeah, it feels like it's gonna keep going on and on and on and on and on. Like, especially the new strain. Because I think some people at work have caught the new strain after having the first strain.
Wow.
So, I won't talk about shit from work because it's pretty brutal and Jeff hates me. Might get fired. Yeah. Life, everybody's experiencing it right now. Still just feels weird not doing anything on the side. Not being able to go to town. Not being able to, I don't know. I used to go cinema. Used to go gym, used to go golf, still can't do any of that. Yes. It's like, my life is just work, come home, play anime games. God's looking down upon me like, where did I go wrong?
I mean, I've gotten used to reinvesting my time. I think you have as well, like, you know, with the streaming, I've been doing it with, I've recently updated, the Jumputi database.
Hell yeah.
The best it's ever been.
Hell yeah.
I'm very happy with where it is right now. It's still not perfect, but compared to where it was, like, on mobile, it's, like, usable now, which it had not been for some time. and I don't know. I'm happy that I can invest my time and then just look at what I've invested my time in and be like, oh, this was worth doing. Someone might actually appreciate this. That's cool.
Hell yeah. I like to hear it. Positivity for once.
You know, I've been trying to be more positive. I have been. You know, I think it's easy, especially during the pandemic, to just be like, well, this is shit and that shit.
Yeah,
It's
true.
Well, this is shit and that is shit. But just obviously you can't say to someone, oh, just like be happy. Like it don't work like that. But
yeah,
just if you're putting the effort in and you're trying, you might still have days where you feel like shit, and you might still have days where it's like, oh, everything's fucked. But you might also have days where it's like, oh, I actually did a thing and it was good. Was productive today.
Try and make the best of a bad situation type of thing.
Exactly. Like today, I've recorded 2 videos, including this one. And I dropped a major update to the database, like I said. And I also did some job hunting, updated my CV. And stuff like that.
Nice.
So Tom, my friend Tom, recommended a job to me yesterday because his girlfriend put it on the job seeking website, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, it's a good opportunity to redo my CV.
Hell yeah.
Try and make myself sound good.
Yeah.
And
I know how to code.
The most of it.
That's good.
I made the most of my day.
That's very good. That's good.
Back to it tomorrow.
Yeah, boy.
You know.
Good. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get this rogue level done. What am I going for? Holy fuck.
Quite a while.
Probably
you can call it whenever you want.
I feel like I've talked about everything. We won't even talk about football this time. We'll save football for the next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've said everything I wanted to say. Vibe, lads. If you got this far, you probably haven't. Leave a comment. I don't know. What say leave a comment about? I'm not going to say one word. I want him to actually talk about something.
Comment. I don't know. Which catch game shutting down next? Let us know which catch game shutting down next.
That's a good one. Alright, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed. Please hit that like button and share us around because we definitely need it. We love you, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.